Right, I think we're live. Yes, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm joined a good friend of mine, Ben, who I've not seen for a very, very long time. And we're here playing War of the Rings 2nd edition. Now, Ben's painted all of the miniatures, as you can see. To say I've played this game before is technically correct. I did play 1st edition when it came out, and that's it. I don't remember anything about it. And for this video, I'm actually playing the good guys. The good guys are at this side of the board here, and because I was going to turn I'll leave myself on. I was going to turn me off on screen because it's a little bit weird because I'm obviously at the bottom of the screen, but I'm actually going to be playing at the top of the screen. So just bear that in mind. I am not here. I am here. Ben knows how to play. Have you actually played this game?
I have not.
Right. So Ben's never played the game. So you're like me. You've spent months painting miniatures.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
And never actually played the game. So Ben's never played it. As I say, to say that I've played it is a little bit, not quite true. But you know how to play the game.
Yes,
hopefully.
I have assimilated the rules.
Okay. If you are watching this live and you know how to play the game, please point out if we do anything wrong. And also, if you're watching this back not live, if you're watching this back afterwards, please turn on the Klingon subtitles, because if we do get anything wrong, and people tell me about it, I will add Klingon subtitles afterwards, so that you know what we're doing is wrong. But other than that, we're gonna jump in. Now Ben's given me a very quick whistle stop tour, and I will repeat that to see if I remember it. There's 4 ways the game can end. 4.
There's four victory conditions.
Right.
Two for each of us.
Yeah. So me getting the fellowship, which is represented on the board by these 2 figures here, but is actually everything here. If I can get the fellowship to the top of Mount Doom, by the way, this is not included in the game. This 3D piece is not included in the game. This is something that Ben's friend printed off. If I get them to there, then I win. I can lose if my corruption gets to 12. As soon as my corruption gets to 12, I lose the game.
I win. Yeah.
You win the game. And there is also a military victory, which is based on strongholds. So at certain points on the board that you can't quite see because they're covered over with miniatures, there are strongholds with victory point values on. Let me just keep that off just so it's a bit tinier. There you go. So some of the strongholds are worth 1, some of the strongholds are worth 2. If you occupy, or if you manage to take over a stronghold from your opponent, you will score the victory points on it. I only need 4 points to win. Ben needs 10 points to win. But me getting 4 points is actually quite difficult. The board is covered in armies, and at the start of the game, this track here tells you which of the armies are mobilised. So your armies are divided into 3 groups.
I've got 3 different nations at war. Yeah, or they're in preparation for war. They're currently active, so they can pass this bottom threshold and effectively be at war.
So they're not at war at the moment?
No, we're on the cusp of the War of the Ring.
Right, so you've got Sauron and Sauron's forces, which are there and a bit here and a bit here and a bit
very,
here.
very weak over there.
You've also got
the Southrons and the Easterlings, which represent one faction. That's with the Oliphants.
Yeah, and then you've also got Saruman and his troops there.
The traitor.
Yeah, okay, so that's what's represented by these counters. The other 5 counters are mine. We have the elves, which are here, here, and here, and over here. They're active already, but they're not at war. We've then got the Gondorians that are here.
A little bit more prepared for war, being on Sauron's doorstep, but still not active. They're not expecting an attack.
We've got the dwarves, and we've got some up here and one over here, one dwarf over here in the hills. We got Rohan, which is here, and then we've got the
Men of the North.
Men of the North. Which is here and here. And at the start of the game, I can't even move those. Is that right?
You can move them.
Okay.
And you can move them outside of the realm to neutral realms, but you can't cross a boundary. You can't even cross a friendly boundary.
Right.
So any skirmishes we have at the moment will have to be in the wilderness.
Okay.
Those skirmishes, though, if I attack you, it will wake up your nation.
Right, okay.
And you'll move closer to war for free.
Yeah. Okay, so while I've got these 4 in here, no movement into other nations and no muster. So I cannot muster any extra armies for those. Gondor, no movement into others. What's the difference?
There isn't.
There isn't one. Okay, so there's no difference between being in this box or this box.
Or even this box.
Or even this
into
box.
other nations. It just shows you can spend a muster action on your when you roll it on your dice to move one step closer towards war.
Yeah. Okay, right. So now the thing that you didn't explain to me earlier on is structure of the game. How does it work? It's divided into rounds and phases?
So we'll start with a recovery phase where we'll recover any dice that are on the board. And we'll add new dice.
Okay.
Or potentially take dice away if one of your heroes has died.
Yep.
And then we'll draw an event card each. So we'll draw 2 event cards. Okay. Then phase 2 is the fellowship phase.
Yep.
And that's where you can declare
where the
position of the fellowship is without me revealing it.
Right.
So you'd essentially move it to a new place.
Yep.
Reduce your fellowship marker there.
Yep.
And then, if you were at a city or a stronghold of one of your friendly nations, you'd activate it. So the fellowship at a friendly city or a stronghold can activate a nation, and you can heal the fellowship 1 point of corruption.
Right. Okay.
So, and you can stay at a friendly stronghold and city and do that multiple turns.
Okay.
Phase 3 is.
So that is it. That is phase 2.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That phase is also used for the last stage of the game when
right.
you jump into Mordor. Phase 3 is hunt allocation. I've got 3 more dice than you.
Yeah.
And I've got to put. I should put.
Have we rolled the dice yet?
Not yet. We still haven't rolled the dice yet.
Oh, okay.
Before we roll the dice, I decide how many of these dice I want to reserve for hunting the ring.
Yeah.
So this will give me dice to roll when you move the ring bearers.
Okay.
Secretly. And. Yeah, if you've moved the ring in the previous round, I've got to put one in there.
Yeah, it says the shadow player must place at least 1 action die if the Free People's player retrieved at least 1 die from the hunt box.
So if you moved in the previous turn.
If I moved in last turn, you've
must got
spend
to put
at least
1 in.
there. Right.
I can always put 1 in, and my limit is at the moment 7.
Right.
Because you've got 7 people in the companion. So if you've only got the ring bearers left.
Yeah.
No one in the companion box, I can still always just put 1 down.
Right, okay.
Then we roll the dice.
Action roll. Players roll their action dice.
Yeah, and if I've rolled any more eyes,
they go in there.
I've got to, so I won't get those as actions. Okay. They're just looking for you.
Right.
And then we get to the
action resolution.
The actual main part of the game.
Yeah.
Where we take turns using the faces that we've rolled to take actions. And you always go first.
Yep.
Once you've run out,
I get to do all of mine?
Yes. You can pass as well. Whoever's got the least number of dice can pass but still be in the round. So if you want to see what I'm doing, you can wait a few turns until I've actually got less dice than you, and then you've got to... But we'll alternate. But you'll have a turn, I'll have a turn. Then once we've...
When you say generally, I think you do alternate.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't do all of mine?
No, you'll do one. We'll do one at a time.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the end of the round once we've spent all of our dice. But we will check.
And then we check for victory.
We'll check for the military victory.
Yeah.
Because the corruption and the movement victory for the ring bearers is an in-game thing.
Right.
And it's this case of rinse and repeat until we're done.
Okay. So yeah, today is not. If you're looking to learn how to play the game, you will see 2 people who've never played the game before. Playing it, but this isn't an official tutorial. I haven't practiced this. It's not been prepared for or anything like that. So please don't criticise us for not teaching you the rules properly, because that's not what this is. It's just 2 guys on a Saturday afternoon playing War of the Ring together, but I am streaming it. Thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video. If you do like the content that I create, please consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/gaming rules. And let's jump in. So, Turn 1, or round 1 in modern board gaming terminology, recover action dice and draw event cards. So there's no action dice on the board, so we don't recover them.
No.
But we get 1 each.
We get 1 each. And
now, these are divided into 2 types of event cards.
Yes. You've got character events and you've got strategy events.
Okay.
To describe generally what they do. We've got a hand limit of 6, so if we draw more, we've got to discard them out of the game.
And each of these cards, I'll just show you here, you can see, if you're looking there, is divided into 2 parts. So the top part you will play as an action,
and it'll cost you a dice.
And it'll cost a dice to do so. And in fact, it'll cost me a dice with either that icon or that icon on.
Yeah, so you've got a little bit of choice.
In combat, I can use it for the bottom effect.
Yeah, and that's just a freebie at
Yeah.
the start of every combat round if
Okay.
we decide to protract the combat.
Well, they might go in there. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they fall out.
Pretty
but-
good.
Yeah. Okay.
So we've done event 1. Now it's fellowship phase, and we can go through this because it will describe the state of the board. In fact,
Yeah, we don't really need to though. I'm happy
think-
to skip the fellowship phase
well,
for now
let's say
because I'm not going to do it.
you've declared. Well, even if you do, if you've declared in Rivendell,
Yeah.
this counter goes back to 0.
It's on
You'd
0.
heal corruption, and then the nation activates. So it actually describes why this nation is activated at the start of the game, because the ring bearers are in Rivendell, and they've told the elves,
We need to do something.
yeah, there's a spot of bother coming your
Yeah.
way.
There's a bad guy.
And there really is, because I have far more troops than you on the board, far more dice, and my readiness is...
And it says, also during this phase, the Free People's player may change the guide of the Fellowship.
So have a look. Now, it's a good time to see your guide. Now, that's Gandalf the Grey. Now, he's got a leadership.
Oh, is this because he's on top?
Yes, and that's important. He starts on top, but you could change him now if you wanted.
No. I don't think I will.
He's probably the best person. He's got 3 leadership, or he's level 3. So if he were outside of the Fellowship, he could move 3 spaces and carry a lot of other companions with him. He's got 1 leadership, so if he was in a battle...
Hang on. You said that was leadership.
Sorry, no, that's level.
Level.
That's leadership.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
So level is mainly movement.
Yeah.
Leadership's how many rerolls he provides
Right.
in combat, because he's a white-based character, so he is a leader.
Okay, yeah.
So he provides 1 reroll in combat. And then he's got a ring ability, or say, no, this is the guide ability. So that whilst he is on top, he can do that.
After you use an event action die result to play an event card, you may immediately draw an event card from the deck matching the type of that card. Right.
To use the bottom ability for him, you've got to get him out of the Fellowship.
Okay.
But as we've discussed a little bit, he's a special guy. If he's eliminated,
Yeah.
there's conditions that can bring him back even stronger than he was before.
Okay. Right, so I'm not going to do that. So that's the Fellowship phase done.
Yep.
So hunt allocation.
Hunt allocation. Well, I've already put 1 dice in there, and I've got 6 more. I think you might get a strong start on me if you roll the right things and start moving the guys. So I'm going to put a second one in there.
Okay.
Off the bat, and now we roll our dice. We have the action roll.
The dice are not rolled during the following... Oh, right, those dice are not rolled.
No.
Yeah, okay, so we both roll our dice.
And any more of those symbols I roll, which looks like none, so that's probably good for me. And so now we've got a bunch of symbols, and we can use them in any order.
Yeah, do you want to pop yours on the board? Because people can't
yeah,
see them there.
Of course.
There we go.
And I've ordered them so that...
Yeah, I
Got
got
a bit of
2...
this
I got 2 wilds.
Yes, so you can, when you use that dice, change it to a face.
Anything I want.
Change it to a face you want and use it as that face.
Okay.
Otherwise, if the conditions were right, you could use that symbol to bring one of your 2 characters out. My 3 bad guy characters have got different conditions than yours.
So yeah, I could use the Will of the West to change that die into anything I want, or use it to bring into play Gandalf the White or Aragorn, heir to Isildur.
Yeah.
If a certain thing has happened, like Gandalf is dead.
Well, if he's dead or he's left the party, the Fellowship by some other means, Aragorn's got to get to a location in Gondor, essentially.
Aragorn, heir to Isildur. If Strider is in Minas Tirith, Dol Amroth, or Pelagir,
That's these.
and that settlement is unconquered, you can use 1 Will of the West to replace Strider with Aragorn. Yeah, okay, he basically becomes the king. Right. Okay. So, I don't have any character dice. I could use one of these as if it was a character dice. I do have this, which is...
That's a muster.
It is muster. The die result can be used to execute one of the either diplomatic action, move the political track of one friendly nation 1 step forward. For a free people's nation, the step at war can be reached only if the nation is active, right? Or play an event card that has the muster icon on it.
Yeah.
So I do have a card that has that muster icon on it.
Okay. And these are often situational as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is very
Not
much
that I've
a
read
learning
it.
game.
I haven't read any of the cards. I think I've actually had a look at one card that was on the bottom of each stack, but I've not gone through the cards. I've not tried to figure out.
This is very much a learning
strategy.
game, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to learn by playing. So I'm going to use this die. So what do I do with it? I just
Yep,
Put it over
stick it
there.
aside.
I'm going to play this card. So it can be. This card has got either the Palantir icon or the muster icon.
Mm-hmm.
So I can use either of those actions to play this card.
Yeah.
Recruit 2 North regular units in Dale. Now, what you can't see off camera is I have a whole load of painted miniatures in front of me, which are my reinforcements, and I'm going to recruit 2 North regular units in Dale. So which ones are those?
So the Northmen are these blue guys there. The
Right.
regular ones are the small bases,
Yeah.
and that's Dale.
That's Dale. So those go in there.
First Dale.
Now, they're not active yet, but I can still do that.
Yes. That's a way of circumventing the rule,
Okay.
essentially.
There is a little Rohan icon in the bottom right. Do you know what that's for?
I think that's probably got something to do with the shield wall, but I don't.
Okay.
Before you remove casualties and fleet weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. If anybody knows what the Rohan icon on the card means, please let me know. So that's gone, is it?
That's out of the game
That is out of the
forever.
game.
Yeah. If we discard,
But
these-
I draw another strategy card
The-
because that's what it says.
does it?
Then draw 1 strategy event card.
Okay.
Done.
King's Band's Men. Well, yeah, you've had a little rallying call there.
Yep.
I've got a couple of character dice. So leader moves, main events. Those leader moves aren't that great for me. Oh, they are. Okay, I think the first thing I want to do was muster. No. Let's use this
Have
muster
you got a
dice.
different reference sheet to me?
No, these are both the same.
This part is exactly the same,
Yeah, and on the back you've got the player turn,
which is the same.
and in the middle you've got the glossary, which you probably won't use, but let's give you
Yeah, okay.
common terminology. The front and the back will be the most use, I think. So I'm going to use this muster dice. I'm going to use a diplomatic action, and I'm going to move Isengard to war.
So Isengard has gone to war.
So I can now do interesting stuff with Isengard,
Yeah.
which is this yellow province here.
Yeah.
And so essentially a muster now, I've got a few options with the muster action, but the little yellow, so the little diamonds indicate there's a fortress there.
Okay.
So I can hire from each of those 3 locations
Right.
with rules. That's my action.
Okay. Well, I've no idea what that does, so I'll keep that until I'm a bit more used to the game. Right, let's have a look at a character action, because this seems like a big thing. I can make fellowship progress.
Yes. So,
And that's what I want to be doing.
yeah, you are potentially 14 moves from victory. Potentially.
Okay.
I can try and make things a bit hard, hopefully. But...
What's down here? This is the Necromancer's Tower down here. It's
Dol Guldur.
Dol Guldur, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's worth 2 points.
Yeah, and it's pretty well
There's the
fortified.
Nazgul there.
There is indeed.
Don't want to go there. So what does a muster action... Oh, it moves one of the counters down.
Yeah.
So I could gradually move the elves down here, and then the elves are then at war.
It's going to take, it'll take you 3 actions, but then you'd be able to muster and invade with elves. At the
not
moment,
many.
you could still come out into the wilderness and fight with the elves.
Okay.
Might leave your strongholds a bit weak.
Lord Rachel is in the chat, and you just, he watched the game, and every time the guys played it, they shouted, "To war!" Yes, I was thinking, that's exactly what I was thinking of in my head.
And who's that saying? Jonathan's saying that you should have drawn a second card because of Gandalf.
Oh, yeah. After
the card
you
let
use
you-
an event action die result to play an event card, you may immediately draw an event card from the deck matching the type of that card. Thank you. I read that earlier
Was an
and
event-
completely forgot.
Yeah, see, yeah, ahead of the game already.
Thank you. Okay, now, I was going to ask a question and I've forgotten. Jonathan's interrupted me by pointing out the rules of the game.
You wanted to play a character action to advance?
I was thinking of taking a character action. Oh, no. How do I flip these tokens over?
Right, so it will say this on the other side. Activating the 3 nations. The political counter is turned to active when any of the following occurs. If a region of that nation is entered by an enemy. So if I enter your region...
Then I go straight to war?
Nope. You'll activate.
Oh, I become active.
You'll activate, and that nation will activate, and it'll drop down 1. Because that's the bottom part. If an army containing a unit of that nation is attacked, so if you send the Men of the Wild out into the northern
And they
Renovian,
get attacked.
and they attack you, they get activated. And when a companion from the ring moves into a city or stronghold
Hang on, we've missed one. The Fellowship of the Ring is declared in a city or stronghold of that nation. Right.
yeah.
So if I move somewhere and declare I'm a Fellowship and I'm here, they activate. And when a companion capable of activating that nation ends
his
their
movement
or enters play in... Right, how do I know that a companion is capable...
Right, so with a character action,
Yep.
you can move any number of these guys out of the Fellowship into an adjacent region. And if you take Gandalf with you, so all of those cards would come out and they'd all get to use their bottom ability. They don't have to stick together, but if they stick together, they use the top number for movement. So Gandalf and the two hobbits come out. They can move 3 spaces.
Okay.
With one movement die, with one action dice, or character dice. So you'll know because these guys will have come out of here. Their ring token will have come out, and they'll be on the board. So there's people you want to stay in there, and there's people you probably want to take out. And their activation symbol, the symbol that they can wake up, is on the bottom right corner of the card. Gandalf can wake anybody up, and I think Strider can as well. So they've got a slightly different symbol.
Right, so Glowing can wake up the dwarves.
Yes. But he's basically got to be at Erebor to do it.
If Gimli is in Erebor and Erebor is unconquered, you may use any action die to advance the Dwarven nation 1 step on the political track.
He's got another special ability, which is that one.
But activating them
is just moving him onto Erebor whilst it's unconquered, and that'll activate it.
Even if he's within this fellowship?
No,
because he's got to be...
Well, he's got to be separate to do that. The reason being, if he's in the fellowship will wake it up.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I advise strongly that you send the fellowship straight to Erebor immediately.
Because...
it will help me enormously.
Okay. I think that's called propaganda.
Yeah, you'll be moving away from the Mount Doom, and you don't want to take the ring
so
to Mount
Sauron
Doom.
is airdropping leaflets saying,
yes.
Don't come to Mordor, go to Erebor.
Yeah.
Special holidays. I think I'm just going to use this Wiki Wild West die. What's it called?
The Will of the
Will of the West. Wiki Wild Wild West. I'm going to use that. I'm going to turn it to...
It's going to be a dagger.
Character, which is a dagger. There's 2 of those on there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a character action. And the character action I'm going to do, because I've got loads of these to do, is I'm going to Fellowship Progress. So I move this counter
onto the 1
forward. So what that represents is that I'm not actually here.
It's a hidden movement
but
mechanism.
I'm 1 space away from here.
Yeah.
But you don't know where.
No.
And I don't actually know where.
You don't have to decide yet. It doesn't, no. Not yet. Well, it does. It does very much matter. But you don't have to decide until...
Okay, so that's it. Move the Fellowship Progress counter 1 step forward on the Fellowship track. Resolve the hunt for the ring.
So, I hunt for the ring. I've got 2 dice here.
Yeah.
If I roll a 6 on either of them...
then it's game over and thanks for coming.
I found you. Yeah. There's conditions when I get re-rolls as well.
Okay.
And it depends on who the ring bearers are sharing that slot with. But right now, I don't get any re-rolls.
Okay.
And I'm looking for a 6. A 5 and a 3. Okay. So that dice doesn't go back to you. That stays here. And now if you were to move the ring bearers again...
I thought... Oh, right. Okay. So you didn't get a 6?
No. But if you were to move the ring bearers again, this acts as a +1 to all of my dice rolls. So next time you move on this turn, I only need a 5.
Right. I see. Okay. So resolve the hunt for the ring, then place the used action die in the hunt box. Done.
This is back to me.
Okay.
We
are getting there.
Yeah. I'd like to play... See, my characters, I can... Yeah, let's do that. You've moved. Right, I'm going to use my character dice to do what it says here. Shadows only. Move minions. Move all Nazgul anywhere on the map. Sounds good. So I've got 4. So let's just take them off. They've got wings. They can fly.
Right. Okay. So you just pick them up and put them wherever you want.
Yeah. So that's there.
No, you don't want to
My
do that.
only restriction is I can't put these on a stronghold that you control.
Yeah.
So unless I'm besieging it with armies. So these guys can share places with anyone.
So Andrast is nice at this time of year. Down here. Really, really lovely coasts.
Yeah. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm putting these where I think you're going to reveal the ring. Because if you reveal the ring on one of these, I get
why would I reveal
I get a
the ring?
reroll. You wouldn't.
Hmm.
But it is going to try and make it hard for you. So I know you could be there or there now, and you don't want to do that. There. And
So I don't know if you can see this on the map, but we do have thick black lines around some of the places. That's inaccessible.
yeah, they're impassable mountain regions. I mean, obviously my flying Nazgul, don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's my action. Moving the Nazgul to form a bit of a dragnet around Rivendell.
You want to get rid of that dice?
I do. Was that my second action or what? Was that my first? No, I did. Did I?
You must have done two, because I've done two.
Did you just go ahead and do two?
Can anybody remember what Ben did as his first action? Because I don't. Oh no,
I used the muster as a diplomacy. Yeah. I brought Isengard to war. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah.
So these guys are mobilised. These can now start moving around using the army action that we've not seen yet. I can't use the army action at the moment. Is that right?
You can. You can use it to move things. You can't cross any borders, any national borders, but you can start moving them around. Yeah.
Okay. So if I was to move these northern men, which I can,
yeah,
even though they're not active, it means I can't move into.
You can't move past one of these bordered nations. Yeah, you can just.
How much do they move?
With one
move
army
up to
action,
two different armies from their region to adjacent regions, which must be free for the purposes of army movement.
Yeah.
Or attack an enemy unit in an adjacent region.
So you can have two separate moves or one attack.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know whether I want to do that. I really don't know. Yeah, that's it. We're both learning the game.
Yeah. And of course, your army symbol will only ever show up with the muster symbol.
Right.
So you've always got, and the muster symbol's on there by itself. You'll always get more chances to muster.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play using a muster action. Eomer, son of Eomund. Ooh. So I'm going to recruit a Rohan unit, regular or elite.
So the elites are the large circles and the regulars are the small ones.
Wasn't that?
These are leaders, the ones with the white bases.
Right, but wasn't that one of those?
Rohan. Oh, there's Rohan. Yeah. So
that's elite.
Yes.
And that's regular.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I recruit elite?
That's a good question. I don't think it's giving you the option if you don't have anything left, I guess.
Right. So I'll recruit an elite. There's the card. Here we go. And a Rohan leader.
Oh.
In a free Rohan region containing a settlement.
And settlements are anything, I think, any of the little squares. Settlement, a feature in a region indicating it's normally possible that it's either a town, city, or a stronghold. So towns, cities, or strongholds are settlements. So any 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm fairly certain this place, because it's greyed out, is a ruin. And there may be event cards that affect it, but there's nothing in the rules to say that is.
Okay, so a settlement is defined as a town, city, or stronghold. Yeah. So we know strongholds, we know cities, and are these towns?
Yeah, I think they were just fortifications. The first time I said town. Settlement, which is not more defensible than a normal region.
What is a town?
Yeah, that's a town.
Is it? So what's a fortification then? We'll get in the rulebook out. Let us know in the chat if you have played this game before or not. I think a few people haven't, but yeah, let us know.
So it says fortifications, cities, and strongholds.
Do we not have pictures?
Cities and fortifications. No. Town is the first time I've seen town, but you've only. Maybe that's a town.
There must be pictures in the rulebook. They can't not have pictures in the rulebook. Because otherwise, how are you supposed to know what's what?
Pictures for the victory point ones.
So we have towns, cities, strongholds, and fortifications. Because it said fortifications is not a settlement.
It's the first time I've come across towns.
There's tiny little icons here. It's got to have images in the rulebook. Otherwise, we're just guessing. Diamonds are settlements.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, but a settlement is either a town, a city, or a stronghold. I want to know what a town is.
A town. Yeah, so there you go. It's a diamond.
Okay, so what's a fortification?
It's also a diamond.
It can't be. You can't have two icons that mean the same thing but have different.
Fortification, a region which is more defensible. A fortification is not a settlement, but a settlement is a fortification. Town, city, stronghold.
It's in the rulebook. The diamonds on the border settlements. Yeah, which is great.
So what's a fortification?
I'm guessing a fortification is that, but I'd be surprised if it wasn't a picture in the rulebook to say.
These are fortifications.
Right.
Okay, there you go. That's answered the question.
Okay.
What are those crazy things?
So this is a town.
Yeah.
This is a
City.
city.
Yeah.
And this is a stronghold.
Stronghold.
And then this is a fortification.
Fortification.
Right. Okay. Got it. So, what was the thing? Containing a settlement. So basically, anywhere that there's a diamond, I can recruit. Now it does say in a free Rohan region. I don't know what free means.
For the purposes of this, it should mean it's not been taken over. Free. A region free for a player when it does not contain an enemy army or an enemy-controlled settlement.
Right.
Or a player has an army there in a siege against a besieged opponent.
So I can't play these in the Fords of Eisen because there isn't a settlement there. But I can play them in Helm's Deep. So I'll play them in Helm's Deep. So Aemma, son of Aemon, turns up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
With his vanguard.
That's that done. But because of Gandalf the Grey,
You draw another one.
I draw another one
From the same
deck. They are. We are getting there. Thank you very much, Heavenly Touch.
All right.
So yes. So you're saying fortification is a rectangle. What's a city then?
No, a city's a rectangle. Don't get confused. I had the picture just in front of me.
Yeah, there's four different things.
There you go.
Yeah, this.
Easy.
So this here is a rectangle is
As
a
a city,
city
yeah.
if it's got the settlement icon on,
They all have.
and it's a fortification if it's
doesn't.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're good.
So, that's your third one. This is my third one. I'm going to use a character dice
Okay.
to. If Isengard is, I'm reading Saruman, the Corrupted Wizards card. If Isengard is at war and Orthanc is unconquered, you may use one muster action dice to place Saruman in Orthanc. I am Saruman. The voice of Saruman. As long as Orthanc is under my control and not under siege, you may use the muster action dice to recruit more stuff. And I'll probably
So
do
did
that
you
in a
have to
minute.
use a muster action dice as well?
No, that's a future action ability he's got, the voice of Saruman. So now...
No. The first bit you said. Just read the first bit again.
Oh, use one muster action dice to
Yeah.
place it. So not a character. I'll use...
Well, no, it is a character, isn't it?
No, but that's a character icon.
Right.
I need to use a muster icon. So yeah, I'll use the muster
Okay.
icon. Servant of the White Hand. Okay, so each Isengard elite unit is considered a leader as well as an army unit for movement and combat purposes. So yeah, that's pretty good. And I'll leave this card down here. I think
Because that's now
Saruman's
active.
in play. He's got a leadership of 0. He
Mhm.
never leaves Orthanc. He's got a level of 0.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a leadership of 1, so he adds 1 to my re-rolls
Yeah.
when I'm besieged. And he adds a dice. Come here, you. So I'm going to put this dice with the spent dice.
Right.
So I've now got 8 dice next turn.
Okay. So me, I've only got one left. I am going to use that as a. I'm going to use that to play Kindred of Glorfindel. Recruit one elven unit in
For the
Rivendell.
events, isn't it?
So which are the elven units? These ones?
Yes, the ones that are
So
the
I'm going to place an elite elven unit in Rivendell.
Oh my goodness.
And I draw a strategy event card plus another card because of Gandalf.
Because of Gandalf, of course.
Done.
Right. I think... Where's this going? Let's use a character dice. So I'll use the character dice to play an event. This event is Shelob's Lair. The Shelob's Lair special hunt tile is now in play, which it shows a picture. It's that one. I'll put it there. Add the tile to the hunt pool, which is in this nifty little red eye bag, when the Fellowship is on the Mordor track.
This doesn't come with the game, does it not?
It does not.
This
no.
does not come with
the counters inside it are the basic hunt tokens. This is an advanced hunt token, so that when you're on Mordor, something really nasty could happen. So you could bump into Shelob.
Okay.
So I'll get rid of that one. I don't draw one.
I think I've used that, and I think I forgot to.
Oh, yeah, because that would be all your actions. And I've got one left, and it's a Palantir, so I could...
So a Palantir can be used to play any event card?
Yes, or to draw one. So I'm going to use my Palantir to draw another one of these.
Mm-hmm. While you're doing that, Andy has just asked for Battle Cam, which is absolutely a good idea, and I hadn't set it up. So, yeah, Ben's taking his turn. I can set up Battle Cam. Your microphone's still on, Ben. If you want to talk to
Oh, good, yeah.
Mine's off.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically what Saruman will be able to do for me on following turns is I can now use a muster action, given that Isengard's at war, to recruit a regular Isengard unit in every Isengard settlement, of which there are 3. So I can use a muster to summon an extra guy, essentially, or to replace 2 regular units with elite units in Orthanc, my capital. So they're going to start to swell the ranks and hopefully threaten your flanks at some point in the future.
There we go. Battle Cam is set up. I don't know whether I've actually got a preset for it, but give me a second and I will add one in there unless I've already got it in. I do, it's there. Okay.
Hello.
There you go. And if we just make that a bit... Oh dear. Oh, what's going on here? No, that's not that. It's that one. Okay, so there you go. There is Battle Cam. So yeah, looks alright with the painted miniatures.
You've got the ring bearers right there as well.
Yeah,
there's our ring bearers. Mount Doom is somewhere off over in this direction by the storm clouds. You probably can't see it from Rivendell.
No. There you go. Right.
Lovely.
So we've all done all of our cards.
We've done our actions. So we're to phase 6 victory check.
I win.
Because you've conquered 2 of my strongholds.
Because I survived a round.
And
didn't die.
Okay. And then we go to phase 1 of round 2. Round 2, phase 1. Recover action dice and draw events. So with recovering action dice, I know because you've left a dice here that I've got to leave one there. So I will just leave one there to remind myself. I then add my 8th dice. Hurrah. And we have the
2 cards.
Fellowship. Oh yeah, so draw 2 cards.
Well, I've got 6.
Yeah, so that's your limit. You can draw more cards, but after you've drawn them, you have to discard. And those discarded ones, they're gone forever.
Okay, so Fellowship phase. I could now, if I was insane, I could declare the position of the Fellowship,
You'd have to
which
move it
would be
one
one away
space.
from where I currently am.
And you wouldn't be safe in Rivendell. The elves wouldn't be protecting you anymore.
No.
I could drop some Nazgul on you.
So I'm not going to do that. So hunt allocation.
Yeah, so we'll go to hunt allocation. I can place more than one. I think I'll go for another one. Let's stick to 2. I'm sure if I roll any more, they'll go straight in there.
Okay, roll action dice.
I do not get any shadow eye symbols, so none of them are going in there. So we go back to
Okay.
action sequence.
And I go first.
Master.
So I've got lots of cards. I just need to have a look at these.
Yes, of course.
Because this Gandalf the Grey seems... Now, you're saying that I can change the guide?
During the Fellowship phase, you could change the guide.
And then
Obviously, if the guide leaves the Fellowship, you also can change the guide. At that point.
Yeah.
But I think one of the strategies for Gandalf is to let him absorb the first impact of the ring bearers.
Mm-hmm.
So use him, discard him. Basically, he dies, and then because I've already got one of my minions out, you could pop him back with another action somewhere else as in his new form. But that's just one of many possible options.
So much. So I don't understand what hunt tiles do, but you've added one. So I think I'm going to. I'm going to play the File of Galadriel.
Ooh.
And I'm going to use a character action to do so. The File of Galadriel special hunt tile is now in play. It's basically it's a tile with a -2 on it.
It's one of your blue tiles. It'll be pictured. So what you're seeing there, that's it. So what you're seeing there is hunt damage, and because it's a minus, that one will, like this one, that one will go into the bag when you hit Mordor. So if you hit Mordor and you've got a draw tile, and it's that one, you've instead of having something nasty happen, you've come out with the File of Galadriel, and you recover 2 corruption.
So it says I add the tile to the hunt pool.
Yep.
When the Fellowship is on the Mordor track.
Yeah. So these are that's it.
They will go in. And this is the Mordor track?
That's correct.
Okay, so I'm playing something for very, very much the late
Absolutely,
game.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's a learning game.
Yeah.
So that's gone in. And I draw a replacement.
Yes, you did.
Which deck was that from? That was from the character deck. So I get a replacement character deck one. Okay, there we go. Reborn of Gandalf is one of the most important things because you need additional dice. Right, okay. So this is getting Gandalf the White. Yeah. Okay.
That's really interesting. Masters. Just looking at my event cards as well while I'm at it.
Mm-hmm.
So can't play that one. I might want to. I can't actually do much with my character dice, so I could move them again and probably on my own. So I might need to save that one for that. But let's have a little muster, shall we? So let's take my muster dice and let's use Saruman's The Voice of Saruman. I'm going to turn 2 of my regular guys at Orthanc into elites.
So 2 regular units become elite units.
Yeah, and they're also elite and leaders because Saruman imbues them with leadership. So they would be a dice in combat and a reroll in combat. Still not. I say I'm at war though. I could invade you, which would bring Rohan fairly close to war. Back to you.
I don't know. I don't know what I should be doing here.
Ooh.
I really don't know
I know.
at all. But I'm just going to use a character die to move the Fellowship one more space.
One more space. Ah,
so
goody.
You make a hunt.
I've got 2 more dice. Let's have a hunt roll.
Goes over there.
2 and a 5, no 6s.
No 6s.
It'll get easier though.
Didn't
It'll get
found
easier.
me.
So you're 2 spaces. If you were to declare now, see,
That would be crazy.
because there are 3 Nazgul blocking you.
Yeah, but yeah.
And they would give you rerolls.
I've gone over here.
Of course you would. You
I've
circumvent.
gone on holiday to Mount Gundabad.
Yeah. I'm going to use this character dice to play an event. It's a character event. I'm going to play Worm Tongue. Put on the table if Saruman is in play. There you go. When Worm Tongue is in play, Rohan cannot be activated except by the appropriate companion or by the fellowship being declared in Edoras or Helm's Deep, or by an attack on Edoras or Helm's Deep. So all of those lands adjacent to Edoras and Helm's Deep will soon be mine.
So I can't activate.
Yeah.
I mean,
it means that if I attack you, this one will drop down, but it won't flip over. And then if I attack you again, it will drop down.
They'll just stay.
And they'll stay there until, yeah.
And I can't get rid of that.
You can. It says you must discard this card from the table as soon as Rohan is activated, or if Sauron is eliminated. Good luck.
If Sauron is eliminated,
this guy.
Saruman.
Yeah, right. Saruman. And the way you get rid of leaders is by wiping out the rest of the army.
Okay, but if I go to Edoras, if I send whoever,
send the Fellowship to Edoras or Helm's Deep.
So I can send Gandalf the Grey to Edoras,
yeah,
or
you can send
I
Strider.
could send, and that's because Strider's got
these symbols on the bottom. So where's Gandalf? Gandalf's the universal. That's the free people. Oh, Strider's symbol is probably just.
That's the people of the North.
That's the people of the North. Yeah, because Strider's a ranger of the North. The difference is when you get to Aragorn the King. He can summon. He can do anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, he can arouse anyone. He's the king.
So, okay, yeah, so Heavenly Touch is saying move down a political trial. I was thinking of doing that, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my muster dice to move the elves
so this
to here.
Okay. You don't have many elf recruits left, though. They are a declining nation.
These are the elves?
Yeah, but this is all you've got left to recruit from.
Yeah, but they live forever.
Until I kill them.
No.
And then they're gone forever.
Yeah.
That's what they're unhappy about. That's why they're leaving. They're leaving, aren't they?
Okay.
Am I back to me?
Mm-hmm.
To them and then army dice. So that's movement. So we've got 2 musters and a palantir. Okay. Let's have another muster. And that's going to be 1 regular in each settlement of Isengard. So normally you can only hire 2 regular guys or.
So that's a normal muster action.
It's a normal muster action using the voice of Saruman as an enhanced. Normally I'd only be able to have 1 elite by itself, or 2 leaders, or 2 regulars, or a combination of 1 leader and 1 regular.
Right.
So
okay. I got 1 dice left. I'm going to use it. So if I was to move again,
you would get 5s.
You'd need 5s.
Yeah, I need 5s on 2 dice because of this dice here.
Right, I see. Okay. I'm going to use it to move the elves down to here.
feisty elves.
Done.
I'm going to use this Palantir to play Mounted Monsters Roused. Recruit 1 Sauron regular unit in Angmar, Ettenmoors and Weathered Hills, and 1 elite in Trollshores. So there's the elite. 1, 2, 3 regulars.
Heavenly Touch is asking how much advice we want. Feel free to give us some. We might watch it. We might spot the advice.
So there's the elite.
Certainly
in
don't.
Trollshores.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more than happy to learn by the mistakes. But if I make some
Weathered Hills,
crazy move,
Ettenmoor. Oh, and Angmar. Let's just have a spread of orcs over there. Yeah. That's a nice counter for the elves.
That was through a card.
Palantir. event.
Well, I'm done. I've got no dice left.
Ah, good. That's what I like to hear.
You've still got 2 dice
I've
left.
still got 2. Yeah, I brought Saruman. He gave me an extra one. I'll do that one. Okay. Oop. So we've got another muster. So let's do that. Am I running out of elites? No, let's get a couple more. So replace 2 regulars with 2 elites.
Okay.
And finally, I've got an army. So it's move armies, attack armies. So I could do, right, so I can move 2 armies. I can't move 1 army twice. No, with the basic action, no one model can move more than once. But I'll move this army into North.
Well, it says move up to 2 different armies from their region to adjacent regions, which must be free. Right, yeah.
And the other rules are in the book, so to stop you doing silly leapfrogs and stuff. So I've moved 2 orcs to North Dunland. There's a gap through Moria, so your elves can't get me there. And then I could move some of these to the gap of Rohan, couldn't I? Oh, wait, no. You can't attack me. You can't do anything. Let's have a party. So I intend to move all of these to the Fords of Eisen. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you're using the...
I'm using the army action.
Attack an
my
enemy
army
unit
banner.
in an adjacent region with 1 or more of your armies.
Right. So I've got plenty of options now. Let's have a little look, see if it shows me what the phases are. Resolving a battle. So first of all, I'd have to decide whether I want to leave any of these behind, and they won't take part in the battle.
Heavenly Touch says you can use Saruman's power once per round.
Oh, and I used it twice, didn't I?
Does it say once per round?
Says, as long as Orthanc is under my control and not under siege, you may use a muster action dice to recruit 1 regular Isengard unit every Isengard settlement, or to replace 2. Oh, you can use 1 regular Isengard unit in every Isengard settlement, or to replace. No, it doesn't say anything about.
Is there a global rule? And just pass me the rule book to say that characters can only be used once per round or something. Because I've been using Gandalf the Grey's ability.
Yeah, there's nothing. No, there's nothing in the rules that say it can only
multiple
use once
times
that I can.
Okay, yeah, he said it's his mistake. It's fine, thank you.
So yeah, so I'm going to send the whole lot in. They move at the end, essentially, if...
Oh, so you're declaring an attack?
Yeah. So what I should do is put this token here to say that I'm the leading player. This is the leading player token. I'm attacking this province. Saruman's got to stay behind, but the rest of it's going in.
So you have to declare how many are going in?
Yeah, and so if I were to win, anything that I was leaving out of the battle can't follow me in.
So it's 5 elites.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models. So my maximum dice pool is...
So 5 elites
5.
and 1 regular.
Yeah. So the maximum dice I roll is 5, even though there's 6 on there.
Okay.
The elites also count as leaders because of Saruman, so I get 5 rerolls.
But Saruman's not there.
Oh. Servants. Each Isengard unit is considered to be a leader as well as any army unit for all movement and combat purposes. It doesn't have to be there.
Okay.
He makes his word travels, carries over the mountains.
The voice of Saruman.
Carries over the mountains. So then we play combat card, optional. We can each play. So what we'll do, we'll have a round of combat. Each of us have got a choice of playing one combat card, and then at the end of that round of combat, after we've removed casualties, I can choose whether to back off.
Yep.
If I don't, you can choose whether to run away.
Yep.
If you don't, we carry on ad infinitum. This is a fortification, is it not? It is a fortification.
It is.
So on the first round of combat, I need 6s.
Normally you would need 5s or
5s,
6s.
yeah. And this is my last action. So, let's just have a little look. Most of it's
So
done
what have I got?
simultaneous.
I've got 2 regular units and an elite. Remind me the difference between an elite unit and a regular.
So the regular, oh no, this is a
That's a
leader.
Yeah. Cool.
The only difference between a regular and elite is the regulars have got 1 wound and the elites have got 2.
Okay.
So you can potentially chuck away an elite for 2 wounds, or you can, if you've only taken 1 wound, you can downgrade an elite to a regular, which will kill it. So first we can choose whether we want to play so we choose whether to play a card and then reveal simultaneously.
I'm rolling 2 dice and a reroll. Is that right?
Yeah. I'm rolling 5 dice with 5 rerolls. I need 6s on the first turn. So all you get to see is that this is a strategy card for now, rather than a character one. And we reveal them, and it's the bottom action.
Daylight.
The shadow player rolls a maximum of 3 dice in this combat round. So these cards only affect this 1 round of combat as well. But mine says both armies add 2 to the dice rolls on their combat.
Okay.
So I need 4, 6, 5, 4, and you need 3.
So I'm rolling 2 dice, and I need 3s.
3s.
But I get a reroll.
Yeah, I've got 3 dice. I need 4s. I need 2
Because
rerolls.
it's
Well, I've got 3 rerolls.
You got 4 rerolls, haven't you?
2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
5 rerolls.
Yeah, I don't think you can reroll
right?
can't reroll a reroll. So you've got 2 hits. So you take 2 casualties. I take 2 casualties. So that's mine goes back to its reserve.
Mm-hmm.
You take 2 casualties.
Can you take leaders?
No.
So that's these 2 dead.
Yeah.
And they're dead.
They are dead, so they're out of the game.
Out of the game.
And because there's a leader with them,
the leader dies.
he dies too.
Okay.
So
Did we get that right?
they never come back.
In the Polish version on Saruman's cards, it says you can change 1 muster die. Right. No, it says the same here. Yeah. It's 1 die, but it doesn't mean once per round.
Yeah.
Yeah. You may use a muster action die to recruit.
It says I can use a mustard. I think it's probably just syntax.
No, 1 is fine.
Yeah. Different. Okay, well that concludes the combat, doesn't it? So
that was a waste of card.
So, well, you caused me to lose 1.
If you hadn't played your card, it would have been fine.
So then I'll move these
No,
down.
it was your card that gave me the bonus.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Now, you have just moved in.
Well, let's go through this. Let's get rid of this card forever. Let's move my dice out of the way and let's have a look at what should have happened there. So,
a region of that nation is entered by an enemy army.
Yeah.
So it becomes
every
active.
time. So.
Oh, but it doesn't become active.
Because Wormtongue is suppressing your leader. Yes.
Rohan cannot be activated except by an appropriate companion or by the Fellowship being declared in Edoras or Helm's Deep. Right.
Also, though, advancing political position. Every time the political character is advanced on the political track using muster dice, every time an army containing units of that nation is attacked. So you were attacked. So Rohan does move down 1.
Does it?
Yes. Yeah. It's on the bottom, advancing the political position.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. That definitely happens.
Okay.
So yes, they're closer to war, but they're not actually going to make that final leap whilst
because
Wormtongue's
whispering, poisoning, yeah.
Oh yeah. And I think that's the end of the round.
So it is.
That fortification isn't worth any victory points either. So.
No.
And Wormtongue. And I've got to check that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a maximum of 10 units, not including leaders, on any space. So. Yeah, so that's that. Check victory conditions. No victory yet. Back to round 1.
Okay.
Well, phase 1. Remove action dice. Here you go. Oh, I'll do that now. It says do it in the hunt allocation, but I'll do it now because
I am not doing anything in the Fellowship.
phase. So you could declare and remain stationary. You'd lose your progress, but it is a possibility. Okay. So, we draw cards as well.
Oh yeah.
During the recover dice and draw cards phase.
So I now have more than 6.
So you've got to lose one.
So I lose one now, and is it discarded or
gone forever? Yeah. Out of the game. You must choose wisely.
It's tricky when I don't know the cards, but
yeah,
I will get rid of that one.
Okay.
Okay.
So they can go face down, so I don't see what's going on, but I don't know what half of them say anyway. So hunt allocation. I'm not catching you with 2, and I'm not rolling anymore. It seems of it, but and you haven't got too much progress. I'm just wondering where my points are going to come from if I'm not giving you any corruption. I think I'm going to put a 3rd one in there, and so I might be rolling lots of dice, but.
Okay.
Still didn't roll anymore, so there you go. But no.
Oh, I've drawn 2 Palantirs, which is not ideal.
No, you got a lot of cards. You could.
Yeah, but every time I play a card, I get a new card.
Yeah.
Not complaining, but
yeah, you need to get Gandalf killed off, don't you?
But how do I get Gandalf killed off? I mean, I could just leave him. I could just.
You risk the ring bearers essentially, or you split him off as a separate action, and he gets caught in a battle. But saying that, if you split him off, you don't need him dead. I think, mainly he's there to push your luck with the ring a bit. But
I will play this Palantir to play the Guards of the Citadel. Recruit 1 Gondor unit, regular or elite. Let's make it elite. In Minas Tirith.
That's this place here.
And then I get a new card because of Gandalf. Okay.
Right. Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. So I will use a Palantir to play a Palantir. Play on the table if Saruman is in play. When this Palantir is in play, so I'm presuming on future turns, I don't know if it triggers itself, after you use an event action, so when it's in play, after you use an event action, dice result to play an event, immediately draw another.
Okay.
So I
gives him like Gandalf.
You can force the discard of the Palantir by either using a Will of the West action dice to discard it as an action, or using any action dice and 1 elven ring. Now's a good point to tell you about the elven rings. 3 rings for the elven
Do I need to know?
You do now.
Okay.
So that's one use for an elven ring.
Oh, so I've got
to get rid of my Palantir.
3, right.
You've got 3 elven rings, the ones held by the elves and Gandalf. For this game, they're identical. If you don't like one of your dice faces, you can spend an elven ring to change it to one you do like, providing it's not a Will of the West.
Yeah.
Have a look at one of the rings though. Pick it up and turn it over. When you use that ring, I get it.
Okay.
And when I use that ring, I throw it away.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, those rings are corrupted.
Question for the chat: if anybody can name the 3 elven rings and who's carrying them, bonus points.
I should know the answer to that. So
I do know, but I'll wait for the chat.
We will be checking.
Okay.
We're both fans of the game, so the mythos. So that was my action, and I won't draw because that wasn't in play when I played it. But it's got to be an event dice.
So I'm going to use this muster icon to put the elves at war.
Oh!
To war!
At war.
The
elves have gone to war. Right, that's right. The other thing you can use character actions for. Let's have a muster. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Muster.
I'm going to play Sid on the ships. Play if the elves are at war, which I am.
Oh, they are.
Recruit 2 elven units, regular or elite, in a coastal region containing a free people's army. So
So that includes so there's only a few choices. The Grey Havens, where Cerdon lives, is one of those choices.
Yeah.
It's coastal. The other two looks like Dol Amroth and Pelago.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a coastal region containing a free people's army.
Does it have any restrictions, like they've got to be placed in different ones? Because a normal muster dice, you've got to put stuff down.
But it says in a coastal region.
Oh, so you've got to put them both in one.
Well, it doesn't say one, but yeah. I'm probably going to put them both here. Okay.
Okay.
And because of Gandalf.
Curse you, Gandalf! I'll have you.
I get to draw a new card.
Grey wizard.
Okay. Well, nobody's named the rings yet. So...
Yeah, they can't be big fans of the...
no,
of
very
Rings,
disappointed.
obviously. Yeah.
But you're right with the people.
Okay, the time has come. Let's use... Oh, has it? More mustering. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have many elves left.
So I'm going to use the character dice to leader moves. Move an army with a leader to an adjacent region. Okay, so these guys, because of Saruman, are leaders. So
That's on the Saruman card, is it?
Yeah, it's at the bottom below.
Each Isengard elite unit is considered to be a leader as well as an army unit for all movement and combat purposes. Wow.
So I just want to leave that because I'm leaving that behind, but I've taken that tone. So it's just to indicate you can't do anything there until you take it. I'm going to just move them all over here. So it's uncontested, so there's no battle, but because I've now taken one of your towns, Rohan moves one step towards war.
Every time a nation's settlement is captured by the opponent. So you've captured that settlement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we agreed earlier that that wasn't a settlement, didn't we?
That's not a settlement.
No. So I'll have I guess, just to stop you from mustering on it. There you go. Let's put one of them on there. It's mine.
Okay.
I tell you. I've had the West.
Jonathan is correct. Narya, Nenyon, Vilya. Yeah, well done, Jonathan.
Very good. And the bearers of the rings?
10 points. Galadriel, Gandalf, and Elrond.
Well done.
4, 5, 6. But whose is whose? There's the next question. Did you get the vowels wrong? No, I think you've got the vowels correct. Yeah. I think there's funny accents on some of the letters, but I think you've spelled them right.
Also, who was the bearer of Gandalf's ring? Because Gandalf's not an elf. Before Gandalf.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. That'll separate the fans from the casuals, won't it?
I remember I was quite cruel once, but somebody I used to know was like a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and they gave me a load of questions.
Yeah.
And they said, "Go on, ask me a question." I said, "Who's Shelob's mother?" And they went, "Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah."
Well, they haven't read the Silmarillion, then, have they?
Silmarillion?
Yeah.
Like,
you can get it free on YouTube, audiobook now.
Yeah. So. Anyway, I've got a Palantir and a Wild left. And the elves are at war.
And of course, those 3 rings, which you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play on a free people's army containing a companion. So these are the companions.
Yes.
Right.
So you've got to. So to get them out, you've got to use a character action to get them out of the fellowship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a part of the game I've not really looked at yet.
No, understandable. There's a bit going on.
But the Palantir is only useful for playing
and drawing events.
Yeah.
That's it.
So I'm going to use the Palantir to play Imra Hill of Dol Amroth.
Oh, damn him.
So I get another Gondor unit and the Gondor leader. We'll get a Gondor leader and a Gondor elite unit.
Elite?
Yeah, well, regular or elite, and one Gondor leader in Dol Amroth.
Dol Amroth is over here. Nowhere near the battlefront.
Those on there. And because of Gandalf, I get to draw a new card.
Well, I started off with quite a military advantage, and I feel it slipping away.
There you go. Jonathan is saying, is it Celeborn before Gandalf?
That's Galadriel's husband.
Yeah.
No,
it's not. It's not his.
It's not.
Okay. There you go.
Good guess, though.
Good guess.
Good guess.
Seared on the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
That's correct. Only elf with a beard.
Right.
He's that old.
He's that old.
Yeah. In your, was it Middle Earth the Wizard's card game?
Yeah.
You'll have a picture of Cerdin with a beard.
Yeah.
So you've had one. I've got Palantir and a muster. I'm going to use this muster to pull the nation of Sauron to war.
Right.
It is time.
Now I've not moved yet, but there's 3 hunt dice there.
Yeah. And if you don't move, you've kind of made me waste 3
know,
hunt dice. You've
I know.
slowed me down, sir.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to use this to do something that I've not done before, which is the army movement.
Yeah.
So I can move up to 2 different armies. So this is an army.
Yes. All the models, including leaders in one region, are one army.
Yeah. So
and at the point you move them, you can start doing things like splitting them off,
so
leaving
they
them
are going to
behind,
move into here.
or combining them and stuff.
Okay. And these. Oh no, that would be an attack.
Well, there's one space here. There's the forts of
yeah,
Bruennin where they
But then I've left Rivendell empty.
Yeah, do that.
And you can then just capture it with that. Is that right?
Yep.
So we don't want to do that.
Giving me easy points.
It's safe to leave the Grey Havens because you're nowhere nearby.
Well, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces.
Yeah,
away.
you're miles away.
Yeah, that's miles away.
Yeah.
I'd need flying things like Nazgul to, and then they can't occupy it. I don't think.
So, yeah, we're going to move. I think these are sort of safe to move, and because I'm at war, I can now enter.
So, because they're at war, you can now go through the old
Exactly.
forest road, which, even though they're allies, whilst they weren't at war, you couldn't do it. Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to leave the woodland realm.
You can, of course, merge armies that aren't at war and that are at war. You can merge your allies together, so you could put them in here and then move them all somewhere else.
But how they wouldn't be able to move because they're not.
Were you to come to cross a border, you'd have to leave them behind.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And also you can have leaders from one nation leading another nation if they haven't got any there. That's fine.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
So that was your action. You've moved 2 armies. Ooh. And I've got a Palantir left. Let's go for this. Pits of Mordor. Play if Sauron is at war, which he is.
Sauron is at war.
Recruit 2 Sauron regular units in each of 3 different Sauron strongholds. So I want 2, 4. Oh, but I've only got 5. So I'm missing out on one.
Okay.
One recruit. But let's have a look. It's strongholds. Moria is going to be a big one because obviously that's pretty vulnerable. Yeah, Dol Gilder, which looks terribly underfunded, and I think I'll stick the last one over here in Minas Tirith.
Minas Tirith?
Minas Morgul.
Minas Morgul.
Minas Morgul. There you go. Yeah, we'll get to Minas Tirith. Because I used a Palantir symbol to play an event card, I get to draw another event because of my Palantir.
Palantir, yes.
Saruman's voice booming across the land.
Okay, I think we're done.
Let it snow. We are done. No victory, because these 2 places that I've taken aren't worth any points.
Nope.
Just surrounding you. Back to recover action dice and draw event cards. So I'm not forced to put a dice here because you've not been doing any ring moving. But I think I'll put 1 there.
We've got 8 cards.
I think I'll put 2 there. You've got to discard 2
I
cards.
need to be discarding cards.
Ooh, I don't. Ooh. Let's look it on. Play if it's under siege. Okay, so we've got some stuff going on there. Darn your mustering.
Okay, yeah, not knowing the cards, there's a lot to read here, so I'm not doing too much. So Joseph said, grouping armies of nations not yet at war in neutral regions, forcing the shadow to attack them to reach strongholds can help with bumping them quickly down the political track. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so
so we've done the remove, recover action dice, and draw events. Then we do the fellowship phase. If you would like to declare.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Come on. You'll only be 1, 2, 3, 2. Not even in Mordor. Okay. So then hunt allocation. I've allocated 2 dice there.
Okay.
I could do more, but it's slowing me down. Then we roll. Oh well. So there's 2 more red eyes.
I've rolled 3 wilds. And a palantir.
So, yeah, because of what I've rolled.
Yeah.
There's actually 4 dice in the hunt box now. So
I might not move again.
You might not. That's fine.
Moving seems dangerous.
Yeah, give me time. Who have I got? All the free nations are at.
Okay, so I'm going to use. This wild as an army, and we're going to move this army here to there.
Oh boy.
And we're also going to move this army to here.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't know whether that's the right thing to do or not, but seems weird leaving Lorien completely undefended, but I don't think you can get there.
Do you not?
I don't know. I don't know if there's any special cards in the game that move things.
Let's have a Palantir. The ring wraiths are abroad. I tells. Oh, do I want to do that? Let's put that back. Might. Let's do it. The ring wraiths are abroad. So move any or all of your Nazgul.
Again.
You're on a 2. 2, 2, 2. I could definitely move that one. And I could probably move.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to pop downstairs and get a drink. I'll be back.
Okie doke. So let's put a Nazgul in Moria, a Nazgul in Dol Gilda, and another Nazgul in Moria. There you go. There's more, but we'll wait for Paul to come back. He's getting quite aggressive with his elves. Yeah. Sorry, I'll try not to do any more whistling. I'm very, very noisy. And I can't see the ring bearers moving this turn. I don't want them to slip through here, through the high pass into Goblin Gate. So. So we'll move that one to Goblin Gate, I guess. Yeah. That's all of my Nazgul moved. And the second part of this card, you may either move 2 armies, each containing a Nazgul, or attack with 1 army containing a Nazgul. So maybe I want to put one of these there.
Shenanigans have I missed?
I was still just deciding where people are going. Let's put him back here. Let's recall. So I've spent a Palantir symbol to play the event ring wraiths are aboard. So I've moved my 4 ring wraiths. I've left one in Goblin's Gate, essentially. I've moved one to Moria. I've moved one to Dol Guldur, and I've moved one to Barad-dûr. And then the second part of this card is I can either move 2 armies containing Nazgul or attack with 1 army containing a Nazgul. So I could send this lot in here to die horribly, which seems like a terrible idea. So I'll move these guys from Barad-dûr to Golgoroth, and because there's, well, I can put them back here. This whole region, apart from Mount Doom, is Golgoroth.
Is Golgoroth, yeah.
So instead of taking them off the board, let's just chuck them at the back, ready for mobilization. Yeah, Nirn's that part. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the Nazgul. I haven't broken any stacking limits. So I've moved that guy, and let's also move the guys in Dol Guldur with a Nazgul. I think I probably ought to leave a couple behind. But South Anduin Vale. So let's look at each other across the water, shall we? This is why they say we've got spaces on the side of the board here for
in
moving
case
them
the area
off.
gets too busy.
But that's okay, because I'm leaving. What I'm doing there. Yeah, let's leave 2 behind. It could all go really bad. So that's this one done, and because I've got a Palantir, I'll get another one. Back to you.
So here you've got an elite and 5 regulars. And I've got 2 elites and 2 regulars and leader. Now, how does a Nazgul operate in a
He's
fight?
just a reroll.
So it's just a leader.
He's a leader. Yeah. So I don't have nearly as many leaders as you. Yeah. If you kill my Nazgul, I can just bring him back as well.
Okay. So I'm going to use this wild as movement. I'm going to move these
You elves.
card line, and I'm going to move these to the narrows of the forest.
Oh, you're converging, aren't you?
There you go.
You converger, yeah? Okay, it'll be like that, is it? Hello. Hello, Thor. It's Thor? It's Thor, isn't it?
Thor.
Yeah.
Thor's come to join us.
Yeah.
Hello, Thor.
Sweet boy. I better muster. Can I? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's use a muster to muster some more guys. Running out of guys to muster.
And they just keep coming
Saruman.
back. You can't get rid of them.
No, orcs don't die.
Yeah.
They respawn. Saruman makes more.
There's no food on the floor, is there?
No.
Good, because they'd be eating it. Okay, so here, all of a sudden, you've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then again, I've got, so that would be 5 dice.
Yep.
I'd be rolling 4 dice, but I'd get a reroll.
Yep.
And I've got things with 2 hit points.
Yeah.
It's not quite as good as it was. So what happens if I attack this stronghold?
And because this is a triangle, the first round of combat, you'll need 6s.
I thought that was just fortifications.
It's all of the triangles, I think. Let me just check that.
Yeah.
It says
A settlement. A town is a settlement.
attacking a city or fortification.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get it for the town.
But attacking a stronghold
Is a different situation altogether. It's much harder.
Okay.
And you will, if you're besieging a stronghold, you always need 6s. You also need elite units to carry on the battle beyond the first round.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to downgrade an elite unit for each round beyond the first. So you will take casualties that way if you want to carry on.
Right.
Furthermore, the way that the besiege happens is you move into an area which has got a stronghold.
Yeah.
I then decide whether to have a pitched battle
Uh-huh.
or a siege, or I run into my castle. If I decide to run into my castle, that turns over. You've got to have another action
Okay.
to besiege that turn.
Okay.
So,
Um.
delaying tactics.
Yeah. Not sure. Not sure. I had a plan.
Yeah.
Definitely had a plan. What I was thinking of doing was using this wild as an army movement and moving these two together into here.
Mm.
But then that's not advancing with my primary objective, which was to move them forward. So now I'm not sure. It's not very good. Oh, I know what I should have done. Yeah. Oh no, that's all right. Because all I've got left is a Palantir and a Wild. And the Palantir can only be used to play a card.
Or draw one.
Or draw
Which
a card,
seems,
but yeah.
You've got plenty. Don't forget you could use a ring to change the Palantir face.
I could, but then you get it.
Yep.
Not when you open it.
Yeah, because you do. I'll only use it once.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Okay, I think I can do this. I don't know whether I want to do this or not. But I could use the Palantir to play I Will Go Alone.
Oh.
Okay, play if at least one companion is in the Fellowship. They
all are.
Separate one companion or one group of companions from the Fellowship. You may move the companions one extra region. But I don't think that triggers hunts.
Does? No, it doesn't. Only moving the ring bearers does that.
Oh, you mean move the companions?
So you're separating. That will separate companions and put them on the board
and move them somewhere.
Yeah, potentially to be used as leaders, activate nations.
I'll do that. So I'm going to use the Palantir to play I Will Go Alone, except I might not be going alone.
No.
So I separate either one companion or a group of companions, and then they get to move.
Yeah, and the one with the highest level will dictate how far they can move. Or +1 because of the event.
Right. So yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here at all. Literally no idea. But these characters can then go other places.
Yep. And if they're in an army, they'll be a leader.
And they can activate other units.
Some of them will give you an extra combat dice as well. So
now,
they're like tough.
Where is the group at the moment? Where is the Fellowship?
The Fellowship's in
It's
Rivendell.
still here, even though it's not.
Correct.
For this purpose, it's still here.
Absolutely. So this separation comes at the place where the ring bearers were last declared.
Okay. So.
Yeah, Joseph's saying is when you move them, they've all got to move together. You can further split them with extra actions later on down the line.
Right. Yeah, I've no idea what I'm doing here. But I'm thinking Strider's going to leave because he doesn't like Gandalf. They had a bit of a falling out.
Did they?
Yeah, because they agreed that Gandalf would keep the SNES 3 days a week and Gandalf would have it 3 days a week.
Oh dear, yeah.
And they'd lend it to Gimli on Sunday, and then Gandalf had it on a Tuesday, and Aragorn wasn't happy about that.
Yeah, Super Famicom happiness. So yeah.
So Strider's decided he's had enough of Gandalf and he's going to leave. So what I do is I take the Strider.
Strider
model
will
out.
and Strider will have one of these thingies as well. So he now.
So what are those for?
They're used to determine who dies if you choose that mechanism when the hunt is found.
Okay.
Where's the picture of Strider on the back of his card? There you go. So it's that one. That's the
So
easy
that
way of
picture
looking
has
at it.
gone,
That's gone.
and Strider is now.
Well, are you going to separate anyone else with him?
I'm not sure, and they get to move.
Yeah. No. What's his level?
3.
Okay. Yeah. So 3 plus the 1 from the event. He can move. Him and all of the characters under him will be able to move up to 4 spaces.
Oh, you may move the companions 1 extra region.
Yeah. And because he's got the highest level, he's the one that dictates what their base moves will be. The only condition is if you, with this group, enter one of my occupied strongholds, they've got to stop. They can enter it, but they've got to stop.
Okay. Yeah, they can freely move wherever they like. So, I think. Yeah, Strider and Gimli. Right, they're going to leave. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing. So those two are going to leave. So those cards,
he's tossing Gimli out
Yeah.
of the Fellowship.
So these cards are in. Oh, they're there like that.
But you can have them spread out because both of their abilities will be active now. You can use both of their bottom abilities.
Okay.
In fact, yeah. So, in fact, Gimli doesn't have a top ability. He's just got 2. He doesn't have a guide ability.
Then
He's
heal
got
1
2
corruption
individual
point. I
abilities.
don't have any corruption points.
And yeah, so you can't use Strider's guide ability now. He's just his 2 Captain of the West thingies.
So it's Strider and Gimli have.
And
gone.
he's the Dwarf of the Axe, yeah.
Okay, and these two are now here.
They can go up to 4 spaces.
Because that's Strider's
Leadership
plus
1
1
for the event.
Oh, now Joseph is saying 3 for Strider plus the current position of the Fellowship track. So it is.
No, because.
No?
Oh, is that the way that
That's what
works?
Joseph's saying. What does the rule say?
Let's have a look. Because, yeah, I mean, that would make up for.
Because they are.
The Fellowship's hidden moving. When a few people. No.
Because the Fellowship isn't really in Rivendell.
Moving.
I'll put the side camera
Let's
on.
have a look
while
at
you're,
separating
there
them.
you go. Let's have a look at the side camera.
We're looking at character, Fellowship, separate. Yeah, when there's a must move on the map up to a distance from the Fellowship equal to the step number on the Fellowship track and the highest companion level. Yeah, so you get another 2
Up to a
move
distance.
on that. Oh my goodness!
Careful. Sorry about that. Ben's just destroying everything.
Yeah, we've just had a board game Quake under the table.
Okay.
They look like they're all intact.
Okay.
So yeah, you up to 6 movement then.
Removed from the Fellowship boss and must move on the map up to a distance from the Fellowship equal to the step number on the Fellowship track plus the highest companion level.
Plus the event in this
Plus
case.
the event.
So 6, yeah.
So I can go 6 from here.
Yeah.
So I go here.
Wow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. And because you've got Gimli. Oh wait, no, he's got to be it.
Oh, I've done that the wrong way, haven't I? It's not Erebor. How do I activate them?
So, what was that again? Attain? I think it's got to be on here. City or stronghold. It's got to be a city or stronghold.
To what?
Erebor.
Yeah, well, Erebor's here.
Yeah. That's the only dwarven city or
So
stronghold.
how do I activate this unit? Because that's a different group of dwarves. That's the Iron Hill.
But they are still the same nation.
Oh no, they're the Iron Hill dwarves.
Yeah. Ered Lewin, is it?
Yeah.
Ered Lewin. Yeah, they're the same nation. So once they are active, you can recruit
So once
there. And
he's
move.
gone here.
Yeah.
So it's there that I need to be going.
Uh-huh.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could go here.
Yeah.
Would they then fight with this army?
Oh yeah. You have 2 more leaders there, so there's 2 more rerolls.
Or we could go in here.
Yep.
So many choices.
Yeah.
Now, if they go with this army, do they move when I move this army?
Yes. Potentially, yeah. But otherwise they join that army, and you'd have to split them off to make them go somewhere else. I need to go to the little boys' room.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. I am not sure what to do. It's the bit I'm not sure about is the whole, and when I say not sure, I mean rules-wise, on the whole activating free people's nations. When a companion capable of activating that nation ends their movement in one of its cities or strongholds. So that will make the dwarves active if I go here, and then I can start moving the dwarves. Not that there's that many of them. So yeah, my thinking is possibly go here and bolster this, which means ready for an attack on here. Possibly here, which is ready for defense of Lorien or for taking Dol Guldur. But I kind of also want to activate the Men of Dale. And Aragorn can do that, right? It's hard to see, but could you move? But you could move Strider and give me 7 places. Can I move 7? No, I think it's 6. When separating companions, you always add the current number of the Fellowship track, which is 3. No, it's 2. Yeah, Fellowship track is on 2. So I can only, because I've only moved them twice, so it is only 6 spaces. Yeah, I'm in 2 minds. I'm deciding whether to send these 2 over here to start activating Dale and then Erebor, or to move down here and join.
Because Strider can activate the men of the North, can't he?
Strider can activate the Men of the North.
Yeah.
And Gimli can activate the dwarves. So we're going this way. So it is 6. So it's 1, 2,
Can I activate this piece
3,
of pizza?
4, 5, 6. We'll put them on the Old Forest Road. There you go. They are on the Old Forest Road. Done.
And that was event driven, wasn't it?
That was an event, which means I drew a card for Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
What type of event was that? That was a I will go alone event, which is a character event. So I get a new character card. Yeah, I didn't realise how much of this game was card driven. A lot of
So
it
much,
is card driven. Yeah.
So much. That's why the rules didn't help me. Learning the rules didn't help me.
Okay.
All right. So, muster and parenting.
We've also, if we really need to, I have some zoomy in things which we can use to move around. If anybody wanted to see particular areas in a bit more detail, we can move things around. Except they are upside down. Yeah, because that's my normal character preset, so that's actually upside down. Whereas that's the right way around.
Yeah, and Joseph, just for
Yeah.
the sake of it, it was on 2.
Yeah, I told him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Right. Palantir. Not sure I really want to use that Palantir. Oh, well, there you go.
I might put my dice here because I can see it clearer.
The shadow is moving. Let's use this Palantir to have some moving shadows. So, play if the Shadow Nation... Oh, that's if all the Shadow Nations are at war. All the Shadow Nations are not at war. Give me one of those open rings so I can change a Palantir to something useful. These Palantirs, eh? Right. So we've got it's an army symbol, isn't it? We've got an army symbol. Let's go with my army symbol. What shall I move for my army symbol? Tough call.
Joseph says it's his favourite game. Excellent. 50 plus
that?
plays.
Wow.
Yeah, I can see once you've played the game a lot, you
There's
really
a lot
get
of
to know the
yeah,
cards.
that's right. You'd want to
Whereas, yeah, we
get a lot of
first time playing,
play out of
really.
it.
We don't know what we're doing.
no. All right. Let's use this Palantir to let's draw another card. I'm going to be discarding a card in a minute. I don't know. I have a time. Army.
Right, okay.
The situation over here looks a bit more desperate. Let's use this army to move all of these into Dimril Day.
So you're doing an attack?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I am.
So there is going to be an attack here.
There it is. So let's put the leading player token under this elf leader here, because that's where that's going.
Okay.
And then got a choice to play a combat card.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Let's have a character combat card. I'm only attacking you to get rid of the combat, to get rid of these cards, to be honest.
So a Free People's leader, is that not that?
Yeah. All of your leaders are free people.
Okay,
leaders.
and what's their leadership?
1. And because you've only got 1 leader there, your total leadership is 1.
Right. Okay.
Oh, right. So, Dread and Despair. Play if the total Nazgul leadership is 1 or more. I've got 1 Nazgul, leadership's 1. Before the combat roll, forfeit 1 or more points of Nazgul leadership. So, I'm not getting a reroll for this combat roll. During combat, you roll 1 less dice for every point I forfeit. So you roll 1 less dice this round.
Okay. Because the Nazgul are busy scaring me.
Yes.
I got Confusion. Every unmodified die result of a 1 in your combat roll scores 1 hit against you, and you cannot re-roll 1s again during the player's lead.
Okay, so I'm going to kill myself, but whilst I'm scaring you.
So I'm rolling 4 dice.
-1.
With 1 re. Oh, so I'm rolling 3 dice with a
one
re-roll.
I'm rolling 5 dice with no re-roll.
Because that's
2,
the
4, 5,
maximum.
6, that's the maximum. But 1s are killing me as well. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. So my re-roll. So I've got 2 hits.
Yes, and I've rolled 2 1s, and I've got 2 hits. So I lose 4 points, and you lose 2. So I've got to lose.
You don't get a re-roll.
No.
No, right.
So I'm going to lose an elite, which is 2, and 2 regulars.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm losing. You're losing 2.
Which could be 1 elite.
Yep. Or the 2 regulars.
I'll lose 1 elite because that's still 3 dice then.
Mm-hmm. That goes out the game.
Out of the game. Dead.
So
now,
this is gone.
you need to make a decision about whether you want to...
I'm retreating. Yeah. I'm definitely retreating from that. That's I mean, it's evened it up. That's the thing, hasn't it? So, like, you're kind of
Slightly in my favour now. 1 in my favour.
Tough, isn't it? It's tough. Let's go again.
Leadership is the number of leaders in battle. Nazgul, Wargs, and Saruman are the shadow leaders. Don't forget that characters and companions add 1 leadership too. Right, okay.
That's right. That's why I painted the bases are white.
Yeah.
Let's go again. You can retreat. I'm going again.
So you decide whether you want to carry on, which you do.
Yep.
I now decide if I want to retreat. If I choose to retreat, where do I retreat to?
Anywhere safe. So you could go back to Lorien, or you could go to the Gladden Fields or Northern Anduin Vale.
Yeah, the problem is I kind of want to move both of them in. So what happens if I leave Lorien undefended?
Easy pickings for me.
You just walk in and take it?
Uh-huh.
There's no siege or anything like that?
Well, no, because you've got nothing
get
to defend it. And if there was only leaders there, I think it would be mine as well. You actually need armies, or I hesitantly say, or a companion which should give you a combat dice to defend it effectively.
No, I think I'll go back.
All right.
Because I get extra defense when I'm in there.
Oh, well. yeah. I've been needing roll 6s. But I move all of these guys up here. Okay.
Right. Okay, there we go. Peter's here in the chat. Hi, Peter. Thank you very much for joining in.
Hello.
Right, and that's your go done.
Yeah.
So
wait.
I've still got my wiki.
That's my Palantir.
You'll have one dice left. I
So
think,
that was my army dice. So I had a Palantir dice left over, essentially, didn't I?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll use that.
I've moved them from there to here. So I've got a Wiki Wawa West dice, which I am going to use to So what happens if I move these onto here?
We have a fight.
But you said it's a siege.
It's a siege. So yeah, I'd have the choice of either standing in pitched battle or moving these guys over to here, essentially. Okay. And then you'd be able to move freely through this land. That would be for you to reinforce it and stuff because you control the land. I also couldn't muster there because I can't bring anyone in from outside. And so we'd have a bit of a... You'd have to spend another action on a future turn to actually get in there and sort them out.
Right. Alternatively, you decide that we just have a fight and we fight as normal.
Yeah.
And I need 6s.
No, not if we have a pitched battle.
Oh, okay.
It's only if I decide to withdraw into the thing that you need.
No, because any battle that takes place against a stronghold or fortification needs 6s, doesn't it? Oh no, that's cities and
fortifications. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got to properly abandon my walls to take you on when you move in. I've got to come out and meet you.
This one's a real problem. Really getting in my way.
That was a nice event to play, actually. It put stuff in your way where it really didn't need to be.
No.
Because Mount Gundabad and Angmar were looking quite barren, quite undefended at the start of the game, yeah. So was Moria, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think I might just... Yeah, we'll do 2 moves. So I'm going to move these down to here, into Tharbad. Now, can I move 2 different nations? I can, can't I?
Yeah.
They all have to be...
Oh, you can move different nations, it's just they can't cross borders or skirmish me. They can defend themselves if they are attacked.
But I'm thinking efficient use. Once these 2 are merged together, I can move them then with 1 army movement. Because it becomes 1 army then.
What happened to the dead elf? Did you move him out of the way?
He's over there.
Oh, goody, I didn't see him. Oh, he's hiding behind there. That's okay. Cool.
And I've got this one, who's not doing anything.
Yeah, that's Bjorning's.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he's currently not really doing anything at all.
Nope. Taking it easy.
Yeah. Sitting around being a bear.
That's what they do. Needs to be roused to action.
I mean, I can't just pick these people up as I move through them or anything like that.
No.
But I'm not quite clear on if these 2 were here Could
Then
I
you
use an
formed
army movement to move them?
Yeah.
But why didn't I move them there? Why did I move them on their own? Yeah. Okay, no, I'm going to use it as character movement. Okay, and we're going to go to Erebor.
Yeah, you can get there easy.
So what happens if Gimli is in Erebor and Erebor is unconquered?
So the first thing that happens, it's not written on the card, but at the end of your action movement, you've got a companion in the right place.
He's active.
So Erebor becomes active. Gimli gives the word.
So what's the difference between active and not active?
It can now pass that final stage and
so that's the only
become
difference.
at war. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Now I still have to use muster things to move it down.
Yeah, but because Gimli's at Erebor, his special ability means you can use any dice.
You may use any action die result to advance the Dwarven Nation
No,
monster.
you can use
right,
Palantirs.
okay.
As long as Gimli stays at that location.
Every time an army containing units of that nation is attacked, it would have moved down.
Yeah.
But the elves were already at the bottom.
They're already at war, yeah. And of course, we've been doing that with Rohan.
Yeah, okay. We're good. I think we are good. An army at war can cross anybody's borders, though an army not at war can retreat across borders.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can flee through hostile lands.
Okay, right.
That was your action?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a Palantir. I'll use it to draw one of these. I guess we'll go for a character card. And that's that. So, next round, we've gone back to recovering action dice and drawing event cards.
Ugh.
Have more cards.
What happens when my cards run out?
You don't draw anymore.
Okay.
It's unfair.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I've discarded a card.
Oh my, okay. So maybe...
I'm not going to reveal the fellowship.
You're not? Okay.
I don't know whether I want to change the guide.
Now I can now only put 5 dice in the hunt for the ring. One. Yeah.
So hunt. We've not really done the hunt yet, but what happens if you roll a 6 in the hunt?
I get to draw a hunt tile and apply corruption damage to you.
And that's damage.
Yeah, but that corruption token moves up that fellowship track, yeah. That's how I get Frodo to give me the ring.
Okay. So I think for this turn, we're going to have Pippin in charge of the fellowship.
Makes good sense.
I don't know why. Okay. Right. How many dice have you assigned?
1.
Just the 1?
Yeah, I'm going to pick that one up as well. None. Because you didn't move, so I'm not going to either. And I roll 1 eye, so I'm really not looking for you this turn. Got some characters.
And I've rolled.
Got some army actions and a Palantir.
Muster Palantir character.
Mm.
Interesting.
Oh, and you go first.
I go first.
Mm.
So. So I've no armies. No. I could use a ring. I know I could use a ring.
Yeah, you read my mind. Give me your rings.
So I am going to use the character die, and I am going to move the fellowship. So I move that to there.
Ooh, I see. So I get 1 dice and I needed 6.
dice
Yeah,
and
you're
you
making an advantage of my weakness. Well, there you go. There's the 6.
Oh.
Well, so What does it say? It says I draw one of these.
Pesky,
Well,
pesky.
it had to happen, didn't it?
Sadly, Guide needs to be the character with the highest level. Okay, so he's got to be Gandalf. I was going to say, thematically, it didn't make sense.
Ah, there you
Thank
go.
you.
But then when Gandalf's gone and Strider's out of it, you'll probably have more choices.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. What have we got? That's the back. The front says 3. You take 3 corruption.
3 corruption?
Yes, you do.
What?
The ring...
And does that stay out?
Yeah, that's out now.
That's out. That's
so
gone.
we can put it face down like that if you want. So it'll go back in when you get to Mordor.
Okay.
It will refresh the bag if and when you get to Mordor. Also, you've got to put your fellowship ring marker down to 0 from 3. And you've got to move the fellowship 3 spaces.
Oh, so now I have to declare where I am because you found me.
Yes. Now you can't go to somewhere safe. You can't go to a friendly stronghold, essentially, because you can wake them up and cure yourself there, can't you?
Yeah, but there isn't a friendly stronghold
Within 3. No. You also potentially want to avoid my strongholds, my Nazgul, and my armies, because each one of those 3 will give me a reroll on future hunt.
Resolve the hunt for the ring, then place the action die in the hunt box. Right, so I'm revealing myself. Oh, sacrifice Gandalf.
Oh, so yes, you've also got the chance of reducing that damage. The first thing you can do is use the guide's ability, which his ability doesn't work here, but you can also you can sacrifice Gandalf.
Okay.
Gandalf will fully die.
Yeah.
You take up, he'll absorb all 3 of the corruption
Well, that
damage.
sounds good, because we want Gandalf to die.
Like, yeah. And so his cards now, keep it aside, but he's gone, yeah. And you can replace him with Gandalf the White. Gandalf, the miniature, he's gone. Gandalf's little token,
Gone.
that's gone. And so you don't take any damage.
Right,
But you've
okay.
still got to... if this had a little symbol on it, that would mean you've got to reveal the ring bearers. And it doesn't, so you don't have to reveal the ring bearers, but that would make it harder for you to... You wouldn't be able to move until you'd spent an action to hide them again. It would have had to have been a...
So do I still have to? I still have to. Put
You
this
still have to
on the
move
board?
them up to 3 spaces. That's good. 1, 2. That's not so good.
And it's any safe.
No, it's anywhere. It can be safe.
Not one of your places.
Well, it can be. It doesn't have to be.
So I could go here.
You could. Yeah.
But that would be a bit crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I've got units there, so I will get 1 reroll.
I mean,
Future
I could go here on a.
Yep.
I just don't understand really why I wouldn't go where the Nazgul is, or why I would not go where the Nazgul is.
It affects future hunts. If you end up in Moria, which you can get there, and on a future hunt I find you, I get 3 rerolls. One because your ring bearers are in the location of a Nazgul.
Right.
1 because they're in the location of an army, 1 or more armies, and 1 because they're in the location of a stronghold that I own.
Right.
And that's as many rerolls on a hunt roll as I can get.
Okay.
And it won't affect you now, just on future turns.
Okay. Well, we'll take a risk unless anybody in the chat tells me it's only reveal means they need to move the figure on the board.
Yeah. No, gotta move them. Just advance the marker 1 on the... So the same way
we'll
we
get a check.
You're
Thank
being
you.
revealed. Oh, well, maybe. Let's have a look for the hunt thing then. Hunty hunt. Politics. Companion. Fellowship track. Moving the fellowship. Once the fellowship fits... Yeah, it's been revealed. If the fellowship's hidden, its position can be revealed by the shadow player as a result of a successful hunt. Or if the shadow player plays a certain event, when a fellowship is revealed, it's not revealed, is it?
We are just reading through the rules. See what we find.
Locating the fellowship. Hunt for the ring. A hunt for the ring is successful and reveals the fellowship. So it's successful, but it hasn't revealed them. Ah, there you go. The actual position of the fellowship is determined only if 1 or 2 things happen. Yeah, so you are on. You haven't got to move. You're on the next space essentially. You've just taken damage. They are correct.
Except
Thank you.
I didn't take damage.
So you didn't take damage. You lost Gandalf.
So how do you reveal it?
So one of these has got to have the reveal symbol on it,
Okay.
and this one didn't. It's just a lot of damage.
Right.
So it properly wiped out Gandalf. So you're on the 3 now, yeah?
I'm on the 3.
Okay. That's fine then.
And I don't need to declare where I am.
You do not.
I don't know where I am. Right, so that was my go.
Yeah.
That was my movement.
Yeah. Okay, let's then go for character dice to move an army with a character in it.
You can move a character. You can move an army with a character in it with a character die.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Or
the army.
You've got to move the character or the minion in question. So it's with a leader essentially.
Move an army with a leader to an adjacent region.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's clear Moria. Make Moria enticing. And let's stick all of those bad guys. Is that Anduin Vales? Dimrildale. Let's get them all out there. That's only one though. You can only move one army with that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You done?
Oh yeah.
Do I get another guide now straight away or not?
Yes. It's got to be one of your highest leveled ones, I'm guessing. You might have a couple of 2s in there.
Got Boromir, Legolas. Boromir or Legolas.
There you go. Got rid of Gimli.
Neither of them had guide abilities.
There. Can't win them all. When you lose someone, the way that you lost Gandalf, I should have mentioned, you've got choices, and the first choice was to lose the guide, which is the choice you took.
Yeah.
The other choice that you could have taken is lose a random.
Lose a random character.
Yeah. But that, you might have taken some damage, and you wanted Gandalf gone, didn't you? So, yeah. That's our choices. So, yeah, it's back to you, sir.
I will use the Palantir die, using Gimli's special ability to move the Dwarven.
Yes. Very good.
Okay.
Got a lot of character dice here. No. All right. It's getting a bit desperate, isn't it? Hello.
How have you still got 6 dice left?
I've only put 1 in there.
You got 8.
Yeah, I thought, go to hell this time, isn't it?
You just pass me the rules while you're having a think.
I think I'm going to play... Use this Palantir to lengthen the shadow. Nope. Use a character dice to bring out the Balrog of Moria. Let's do that. Moria's a bit empty. Play on the table. You may discard the Balrog of Moria to draw an additional hunt tile if your fellowship moves into, out of, or through Moria whilst being declared or revealed. So I get another hunt tile. It also goes on to say that if it shows the eye, discard it without effect, otherwise follow the rules for a successful hunt. Ignore any reveal icon on the drawn tile if the fellowship has been declared in a free people city or stronghold. Right, so you can get out of moving through Moria a bit if you end up somewhere nice. Or you can discard the Balrog of Moria to use its combat card effect if you were playing the card from your hand. So I can also send the Balrog outside to use the Durin's Bane ability, which means I can... So it says play on defending an army within 2 regions of Moria. So if you attack me within the confines, within the environs of Moria.
Okay.
Before the combat roll, I get an additional attack using 3 combat dice, needing 4 pluses.
Ouch.
Balrog's a monster.
Yeah.
But then he's gone, right? So so there you go. Balrog's out. We'll put him there.
Right, my go. I got musters. That's all I've got. There's not much I can do with musters, is there?
No, you can either drag things closer to war,
Or I can recruit the
elves.
But I do have one of each left.
Yeah, it's not optimum.
Well,
You can either get the elite out, or you can get the regular and a leader out.
no. Oh, it's 1 leader and 1 regular, or it's one elite,
Just by himself.
or 2 regulars. Yeah. Okay.
Or a mix of regular and leaders.
Yeah. No, I think I'm going to use the mustard to bring the dwarves down to here.
Sounds good. Looking, you've got a few dwarves there.
Because then once they're down there, they can then start mustering.
I don't get another card because I didn't use a Palantir symbol to use the Balrog. So I don't draw a card that way. Back to me. Okay.
Okay. I think we definitely need a Lord of the Rings TV series set in this area. We don't know anything about it.
Eastern Run.
Nobody ever goes there.
That's the Easterlings.
Yeah.
They obviously like Easter eggs. So, always have 2 regions. Yeah. Let's. Maybe not. All right. Let's go for. Let's have an army move, and let's move 2 armies. Let's move that one out there and that one out there.
They're mobilising.
I could have potentially split that one, but it would have used both actions to split them both like that, I think. No, that's good. I'm happy with that.
Okay, I'm going to muster and send the dwarves to war.
Ooh-wee!
There we go.
The dwarves march to war. Slowly. Right, now I can use this Palantir to lengthen the shadow. Move 2 shadow armies up to 2 regions. Each movement must end in a region already occupied by another shadow army that must not be under siege. Reverse regions must be free for the purposes of army movement, and no shadow units may be picked up or dropped off along the way other than possibly splitting an army initially, which I intend to do. I've got all these guys in Gorgoroth. So I'm going to split them, and I'm going to move both of them. So let's have this lot moved and split 2 regions from Gorgoroth through Morannon, which is safe, out to the mouth of Dagorland. That's the first move. And let's have a look. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jolly good. And these 4 are going to go from Gorgoroth through Minas Morgul to South Ilithian. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I could put this guy there. So why wouldn't I do that? He doesn't count as army. So it looks good. Because I used a Palantir, I get another one.
Okay, I have no dice left. You still have 3.
Hello.
So
let's keep going then.
off you go. I'll read a rule book.
Let's push on.
It's a big rule book.
Yeah, a lot of it is the minutiae of the battle and what you can and can't do.
No page numbers.
No, it's
no,
not,
they're in the top.
They're the top.
It's page numbers in the top.
It's okay. It's not the worst rule book I've read. It's okay. All right, character. No muster, no characters. I could move all of them. I could see Lorien. I haven't got any of them. Oh, that's not good then, is it? No, Ben, it's not good. All right. So let's have. Yeah, let's use this army dice to move 2 armies.
God, they're moving quick.
Yeah, why not? They're not at war, but let's move this army. So let's move some let's move some Easterlings in there. Sorry? No, let's not. Let's leave them. Let's leave that. Let's move this army. And let's move it all the way over here. That's 1, And let's move these guys from Farhad into there. Let's just do that. Let's just create a big,
So a lot of
nice big army over there. Yeah, it's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That's that one. I got 2 characters.
The Miracle are good models.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they? There's 2 characters, so I could move that army. I could reposition all of my Nazgul. Let's use 1 character dice to reposition some of my Nazgul. Let's take that guy and put him there. And I think the others are... Let's take that one and let's stick him with this lot. I can do that. These are Sauron's warlords, but like I said, they can join another army. And with my last character dice, let's move this army, I don't know, up here. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
So, victory conditions. We haven't taken anything.
No, nobody's got anything.
Yeah. Get your dice back. Resolve action, recover action dice, and draw event cards. So I'm going to be ditching a card now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. The bottom half of the Balrog card would need to be played from your hand.
What's this thing?
Joseph saying the bottom half of the Balrog card.
Apart from that it says on the card, or you may discard Balrog of Moria to use its combat card effect as if you were playing the card from your hand.
There you go. So the top part of the card says you can use the bottom part of the card
from play.
From play.
As if it were in your hand.
Too much text.
That's a good way of discarding cards.
And too much text. There you go. Okay.
Let's get rid of that one. Not helpful.
Fellowship.
Yeah. So you are 3 now.
I could separate out the companions.
Yeah. Oh, really?
If I wanted to.
You can now declare the position, or you can change the guide. Separating them is
if
character action.
Aragorn moves, can he move on his own?
So that would take a character action, and I think they're using a character action.
Oh yeah, move all companions or groups of companions on the map. So he would leave this and head off on his own.
Yeah. The separating them from that group requires a whole action in itself.
Yeah.
He's nicked my dice.
Yeah, I think we're happy with Legolas being the guide for now.
Oh, I suppose I'll stick 1. Nah, screw it. No, 1.
You have to put 1.
Because you moved. Yes, I do. Maximum's 4 now. Oh, there's another 1.
How do I get other dice?
You can bring out
Gandalf
or Aragorn, the heir of Isildur.
with a Wikiwawa West dice.
Yeah.
Which I don't have.
Each one of those guys will get you another dice.
Okay, how many hunt dice have you got?
2.
I'm going to use the muster die on the dwarves to recruit 2 regular units in any 2 different friendly and free settlements, I think. Or 1 leader and 1 regular army in 2 different friendly and free settlements. Now when it says friendly, what does it mean by friendly? To that nation. Not anywhere, surely.
But yeah, it's got to be one of your allied nations. Yeah.
So it's an elite unit in any friendly and free settlement. So what have I got? I've got 2 leaders.
3 leaders.
3 leaders.
2 elite. 3 elite.
3 elites and 2 regulars left. Yeah, it's a slow process, isn't it?
Well, the dwarves don't have. They're a waning. They're a declining race. Aren't
No, I
they,
mean
dwarves?
it's the same process for everybody. It's one die gets you.
Yeah, either one elite or
Not a lot of
two of the
things.
others. Well,
Yeah.
Saruman gets you much, much more.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to have an elite. Yeah, we're going to have an elite here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
One elite unit in any friendly and free settlement.
Yeah, but it would have to be that one or one of those two.
Yeah.
So it could be yeah. Those are your choices. Jolly good, and that was your action.
That was it. That was my muster action.
Right.
Yeah. No, I've changed my mind.
That's all right.
I'll have an elite elf there instead.
Okay,
Done.
Yeah.
How do the free people get more blue dice, says Brendan. So Gandalf the White, when Gandalf enters play, and when Aragorn becomes the king.
Those are the two ways.
They're the two ways.
And you'll lose them if either of them die.
Yeah.
Let's just use a character dice to move this not over there. I'm sure I don't want to do that actually.
There's a big army.
Yeah, let's take that back a sec. Don't know, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's weigh my options. Oh, mustard. Let's use a mustard dice to turn these two regulars into two elites at Orthanc using Saruman's ability. Back into the pool you go.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use a character die to move these into here.
Yep.
And they can now all move together.
That's correct. And you've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armies there. And four leaders. Captains of the West.
Okay.
And that was a character dice. Yeah. Hmm. Let's use another mustard dice to bring the last three out. So all of Saruman's troops are on the board.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to use a character dice to move the Fellowship.
Hello.
So you get 2 dice.
2 dice.
Needing
6s. 5 and a 1. No.
I am now 4 spaces away from Rivendell.
Hello. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. One more and you get the Lorien.
Well, through Moria, yeah. But
Let's use a army dice. Let's move that lot with the army dice. So why did I move all of them there? And I guess. Yeah, we got that big move, didn't they? Move this lot. Where are these guys going? Let's just move this lot.
I'm getting very messy around there.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, let's Let's take this lot. Put them all there.
Okay, so you've left a couple here.
Yeah, just one leader and a Nazgul.
Just sat outside Lorien.
Yeah.
Me?
Oh yeah.
Well, I think we're going to move this lot. I mean, how many's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rest are leaders. So we're going to move to the Old Forest Road.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
They don't quite fit, but they're all there.
Yeah.
They're all on the Old Forest Road.
That army that's mostly not at war.
Yeah, the men are just being dragged along.
Yeah, they're just hanging out. Okay, so let's use.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. They moved to Dale. Something happened.
Oh, did they move to Dale?
Yeah,
they
were at Dale.
Strider moved to Dale. They can activate.
Yeah.
Because Striders can activate the free people. Well. Yeah.
So that's how they were activated. But I still need to move it.
Oh, yeah.
They're still not happy fighting.
No, but
they're
they are now
being dragged
prepared for war. They're happy. Yeah, happy to be dragged into war. Okay, so I'll use.
Yes, I'm waiting for a Will of the West die.
I'll use this one as an army dice to gather more shadows. Move one shadow army up to 3 regions. The movement must end in a region already occupied by another shadow army. That must not be under siege. The regions, you can't drop anybody off or pick anybody up, and the regions have all got to be free. Apart from splitting it. So 1, 2, 3. They're all in there.
Oh dear.
Okay. And I didn't use a Palantir, so I don't get a card back.
I'm all done.
Good.
No dice left.
Oh, good. That's good news. I'm gonna invade.
So we have a Lorien's looking.
Ringard of the White into Fangor, and if a companion is there.
So yeah, so this is Lorien
Or
here.
any unconquered. Oh, hello. Yeah, so I'm going to use this character dice to move these Nazgul and their host into Lorien. You've now got the choice. Would you like to fight a field battle, or would you like to retreat, like the cowards you are, into your stronghold?
Well, I think retreating in the stronghold
To
sounds
fight
like.
another day. So what happens is, the regions have got a stacking limit of 10 armies.
Mm-hmm.
The strongholds have a stacking limit of 5. So you've only got 4.
Yeah.
This guy, but so they're all in Lorien,
Mm-hmm.
and the battle will end. So,
Okay.
So, and you've got enough people in there, so you haven't got to return them to your supply. They basically would disperse, and you'd be able to hire them. So, hello, here we go. So I've moved into Lorien with my host, like that.
Okay.
And the action ends.
But then you can do future stuff.
Yeah. So I've got one last dice. Here we go.
The stronghold is now considered under siege and the battle is over. The defending figures are now considered to be inside the stronghold itself and are placed into the appropriate stronghold box. 5. Siege ends if the attacking army leaves the region. So during the siege, the region surrounding the stronghold is free for the besieging player, while the stronghold itself remains controlled by the player under siege.
Oh.
When a siege ends, conducting a siege. Right, so
I'm going to use this dice.
the troops within can only be attacked by an army in the same region,
Yeah.
using an action die for a battle during the action resolution phase.
So I've got one life. So yeah, it's a muster or an army dice. So I'm going to use the army symbol to besiege you.
So the attacker only hits on results of 6, while the defender hits on a 5 or more. Also, unlike a normal combat, a siege battle only lasts for 1 combat round unless the attacker decides to voluntarily reduce one of his participating elite units to a regular.
So I've got an elite there. So it's not the end of the world.
An army inside a stronghold under siege may attack the besieging army by using an action die for battle. Right, okay. Okay, let's see how we get on.
So, but like a battle, we choose a combat card if we wish.
So many cards.
No, yeah. So I could use the Balrog now instead of doing this. Let's do this first. I don't know. Yeah, actually. Wow.
So you can use the Balrog instead. I mean, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Balrog decides to come out and go for a wander into Lorien, and so it's that card.
Are you using one?
I don't know. What does that one do? It's like 3 dice beforehand, isn't it?
Yeah. Needing 4 pluses.
And it's a 4+, even though you need a 6.
Because this is a round of combat before combat.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll play Confusion again.
Okay.
We do like that card.
So it says every unmodified dice roll level 1 in the shadow. So I can't re-roll ones.
No. I think the Balrog thing happens first, doesn't it?
The Balrog thing does, yeah, and this won't get. The ones won't matter.
Yeah, so the Balrog comes out, has 3 attacks, and then the card goes. The Balrog has then been used.
Yeah. And it doesn't say anything about leadership roll, so I don't think I get one.
It just says roll an additional attack using 3 combat dice.
Yeah.
Hits on a 4 or more.
So, what were these? I'm shaking these and I shouldn't do. Like that.
So that's that card gone.
Dice. 3. 4 pluses. 2. So you take 2 casualties.
So I'll take an elite.
Egon.
Yeah. Right, so now we have the combat itself. I've got 3 dice and 1 reroll.
Yep, I've got 5 dice and 2 rerolls. And I can't reroll the ones.
No.
No ones. 2 rerolls.
Oh dear.
Oh, hello.
1 hit.
Well, actually, it's a 6, so I've got 1 hit.
Okay.
So I lose 1.
So can I downgrade?
Yes, as far as I'm aware, your downgraded elf will go over there.
And where does the...
But the one you've downgraded from could also come from there.
But I don't have one there. So
yeah.
How does that work?
Well, you'd have to take it from there.
I don't want to take it.
It isn't great, well then you've got to lose one of your diddlers.
Casualties. Each hit, remove a regular unit or replace a regular unit with one regular unit. For every 2 hits, you can either remove casualties as above twice or simply remove 1 elite unit. When replacing 1 elite unit with a regular, the regular unit can be taken from the previous casualties, if any. Otherwise, the player takes the replacement from the available reinforcements, if any. And the elite units thus replaced by the Free People's player are placed among the casualties. And if no regular units are available in either the casualties or the reinforcements, the elite unit cannot be replaced and is eliminated without further effect. Yeah, okay, right. So I don't want to do that. So I'll just take the one on that one.
Okie doke.
And that's it, it's just 1 round.
I'm going to downgrade this guy.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again.
You can't. Siege is just 1 round.
Unless you downgrade an elite unit.
Oh, right.
So I had an elite unit. I've downgraded him.
So now we do another round of combat.
So we have another round of combat. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Paul kills one of his elites, he can grab a regular from these casualties or reinforcements. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So, combat cards.
Yeah.
And you still need a 6.
Still need 6s. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, this was my last action I was doing that with, wasn't it? Mm-hmm.
What's withdrawing into a siege?
You've done that already.
I was going to say, we're already there.
Yep.
That moment has passed.
Okay. I mean, you haven't got to play one.
I am not playing a card.
I'm You sure? Right, so Swarm of Bats. Cancel the effects of a combat card played by a free player's.
Oh.
If the free people player did not play a card, add 1 to all dice on your leadership reroll. I've got 2 leadership rerolls essentially. So
you add 1 on a reroll.
yeah. So you still got 2 dice to roll.
2 dice with a reroll.
Wow. So 2 rerolls.
No
so
hits.
these miss. I've got 1 hit. And they both hit.
So
there's 3.
Yeah.
3 wounds.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Everyone's gone. All right. Even that leader.
Didn't like him anyway.
Well, that was my last action, I'm pretty certain. So I then get the first victory points of the game.
You've captured Lorien.
I have indeed. And I'll get 2 Vips. Shadow is Moving was my second combat card. So, check victory conditions. We're with 2 points.
2.
I'm not winning.
Nope.
So we go straight back to collecting up all our dice. I'll leave 1 in there, just cause. And Fellowship Phase. Oh yeah, drawing 2 cards.
Drawing of cards, discarding of cards.
Oh yeah.
You get so many cards so quickly in this game.
Yes. Well, you're drawing 2 each turn, and Gandalf gave you loads. My Palanters, letting them pile up. I think that's the way it's meant to be, though.
Get rid of that one. Ignore the comment you made about wood elves. Yes. How far along is the Fellowship? The Fellowship is 4.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing that they put 0 in its own little thingy. Yeah. That's the same as that one.
I've got a Wiki Wah Wah West die.
So I put 1 in there. I think that's probably good. And I've rolled another 2. Oh, less dice this time. Oh wait, I should be. Sorry, I just picked them up and scattered them everywhere.
May not move this turn.
Okay, that's what I've got. So Fellowship, Hunt Allocation, yep. Action Roll, yep. Action. Action Revolution.
Yes, indeed. Gondor is not active, is it? No. I will use a Palantir to recruit a North unit in the Shire. Is that...
The North units are those.
Okay.
That's them. Elite?
Yep. It's elite or regular. And 1 Dwarven unit, regular or elite, in Ered Luin. And then draw a strategy card. Done.
Okie dokie.
Now I draw it. It's no good at all.
It's an 8. Right. How's that
Okay.
muster looking? Well, I need...
Tom's popped in. Hi, Tom. Yes, just a quick trip to Middle-earth.
Hello there.
It's always nice on a summer afternoon.
Let's use... Ooh. Let's use one of these move-in dices to move this lot out to Demerald Dale. Let's leave 1 guy in there. That seems
1 orc in Lorien.
just 1 orc defacing the trees in Lorien. Making his way. And the rest of them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, I know what I need. Oh, yeah. Why not do that? Hmm. Move them there. Let's just move all these guys to Holland. Looks good. That's my action.
Okay. So I'm going to use a army to move this army with all of these people in it into here. So
where are they now?
they are all in the narrows of the forest.
Okie doke.
Okay, so they're all there. Which I think is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, you
5.
can have as many leaders as you want.
Yeah, exactly. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like 9. And I can move another army as well.
Wow.
So I can't move this army to here. Is that right?
That costs. Well, that would start a battle.
Yeah, I mean, I'm allowed to do that, even though I'm not at war.
I think you are, because it's neutral territory. Yeah.
But what can't you do?
You can't cross
You
barriers
can't
or
move
muster.
into other nations,
Yeah.
but you can go around fighting other people.
Yep. Yep. You can have skirmishes in neutral territory.
I just realised these northern men can't go into there.
Mm-mm.
The dwarves can.
And all of the leaders can. I
All of the
don't think
leaders.
the dwarf leaders can. Yeah, your companions and the elf leaders can, and
And the dwarf ones can. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, sorry, they're elves.
yeah.
Oh, it's the men. Oh,
The
I've
men.
got a mixture in here. I've got
You
everybody.
definitely do. So the blue-based dudes can't.
They
go.
can't. Yeah. Which second one do I want to move? Good question. Very good question. A little bit worried about these. Just a little bit.
Don't need to be worried.
Just a little bit worried. There's no point in me taking here. Just it just isn't anything.
You could. There's no points in it.
No, exactly.
I've mustered everything that I need to from Isengard for now, so you still could.
Yeah. So I think we'll go in there.
Ooh.
We're going to North Dunland.
But that is going to prevent. Where was that? Where was that guy? He was there, wasn't he?
They are active.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just wanted to put one of them on there.
Yeah.
So I can't muster them now. Curses.
Okay, done. You'll go.
Hello.
Mr. Snuggs is here. How's next? Yes, I'm on the other side of the table. Yes, I've rotated the table around. Just because Ben's playing the bad guys.
I'm going to use this muster to just get an elite guy there in Moria. Job's good.
Okay, I am going to.
He's not in Fangorn.
I'm going to use this character die to move Aragorn and everybody that can into Dol Guldur. So I'll just separate out who it is because the men refuse.
Yes, the men must remain behind.
They are not at war, so they refuse. So it's.
What have the orcs ever done to us?
It's these.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Wow. I'm just gonna pull back into my stronghold.
Right. So
I think. And I could move the Sauron marker down the track to war.
could you?
But they're already at war.
They are. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that took that action though, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's a bit of a thing though, isn't it? So let's use this one as an army dice to move 2 armies. I'm gonna move this one to South Anduin. Oh, no, let's move it to South Anduin Vale. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all getting a bit messy around here.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And I think I'll move the second one to fill up the rest of Anduin Vale with
Okay.
Nazgul 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and those 3 guys. Yeah, there's a pile of orcs there.
I'm going to bring Gandalf the White into play.
Oh!
So if Gandalf the Grey has been eliminated, you may use 1 Will of the West action die to play Gandalf the White. If Gandalf the Grey is in play, replace him. Otherwise, place Gandalf the White in Fangorn or in an unconquered elven stronghold.
You got a choice of 3 there.
Where's Gandalf the White then?
So he's Gandalf the Grey with the
Okay.
Gandalf the White token underneath him to do.
It's all right. Just
Yeah.
we know it's this one.
Lords of the West has a separate model for Gandalf the White and
right.
for Isildur the Heir, or Aragon
Okay.
the Heir. So that would be one of the reasons to get that expansion.
Is it an expansion?
Yeah.
Oh, this game has an expansion.
It's got a few.
Has it?
Lords of Middle-earth
Wow.
is probably the one that's a requirement, quote unquote.
I didn't know it had expansions.
Yeah,
So
there's a few.
I don't know.
Just to make it more
I
complicated.
mean, we can put him in Rivendell.
Add more miniatures. You can put him
It is
in
an
there.
unconquered
Yeah,
elven stronghold.
yeah.
So we'll put Gandalf the White in there. Now, how does that get me a dice because of that?
Yes, so you take the dice from the bag and add it to your... You won't get it this turn.
No. I'll get it next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will use... Oh my goodness. So yeah, let's use this character dice to raise the siege.
Look at this.
So now this lot is basically piling back into Dol Guldur, which means they're attacking this lot
Yeah.
on a pitched battle. These guys can't interfere with it at all.
Right.
They're stuck there. But while we're here, we have a battle.
So I've got
And this
Strider is in a battle. Add 1 to the combat strength of the Free People's Army.
Yeah.
And Gimli, add 1 to the strength of the Free People's Army. So I'm still 5 dice.
Yeah, but you have a bit more staying power. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one.
Got no dice left.
No, I've still got one after this action. Is that the one you're choosing? The card?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
How many have you got in there? You got 10 things.
Oh yeah, and 2 leaders.
And two leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got 1, 2. I got like 4 units or something. No, I got 5. 5 units and 3 leaders.
Oh.
So yeah, really not a lot.
So it might go on. Might go on for a couple of rounds before you retreat.
Yeah, so I'm going to play this card, Scouts.
All right.
Before the combat roll, retreat your army to an adjacent free region.
Okay, yeah. So that stops the combat. I'll just discard this card, but it would have shut down one of your leaders' special abilities and count. Yeah.
So can I withdraw into here?
Yeah.
It's not where you came from.
It's actually a gap there, so
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
I can't.
it's got to be adjacent to Dol Guldur.
So let's go to here then. Let's run away. Let's run away this way.
Okay. I get my way
Okay.
in the end. Right, so these guys now come out and it's like, well, there's no space for us. So I'll just chuck them back in. Because there's 10 there already,
Oh,
isn't
hang
there?
Forgot about him.
The dwarf in orc's clothing. Right, and my last action, which is a army or a muster. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I'm going to chase you. So I think I'll leave
You've got another army die.
one up behind. Yeah, last one. And I think actually, yeah, there, whole lot. Just going to chase you.
Okay.
All of it.
Right.
So let's go again. You all ready for this?
Yeah, I'll play Sudden Strike.
No, I've got more words of power.
Which?
Choose a companion. So Aragorn, I'll basically shut Aragorn down. He doesn't give you an extra dice. It doesn't give you a leadership reroll.
Okay.
You can't use a special.
Well, this is before the combat roll an additional attack using a number of dice equal to your leadership, which is 3. They've got 3 leaders. 3 leaders in there.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4 minus Aragorn 3.
And apply the result immediately. So is this affected by the words of power?
This one's got an initiative of 1. There's a little number on the bottom. And yours is initiative of 2. So mine goes first. So yes, it does.
Oh, so I only get 2. Does that get rid of the leadership then?
Yeah. Well, you've still got 3 leaders there, not including Aragorn.
What?
Yeah, there's a dwarf leader.
Oh, yeah.
You've only got 1,
So it would have
2,
been
3,
4.
4, 5 dice, and 1, 2, 3, 4 leaders. Yeah.
Okay. So it's only 3 because Aragorn's leadership is...
Yes, and the Nazgul have
yeah.
poisoned him with their words of power.
1 hit.
1. Yoink. There's 1 gone.
So that was before the combat.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we do the combat.
Yes.
Don't forget, Strider and Gimli will add a combat dice and leader rerolls in battle. But if they're with an army that's completely destroyed, they're killed too. Yeah. Right, okay.
And of course, this is still shutting Aragorn down.
For the whole battle?
Yeah, well, no, for this round of combat.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 5.
Yeah, but
I've only
1
got
less
3
rerolls.
rerolls.
Yeah. So you're not actually losing that much from this. And I've got 5 and 2 rerolls. Oh my god. 2.
3 rerolls, wasn't it? 1 hit.
These guys are still here. Aren't they? And I've got 2 hits.
Okay.
So I'll lose another 1.
I will downgrade the elite elf for the little elf. And we'll downgrade and we'll kill a little dwarf.
I wish to keep going. So
but I have a choice.
you can run away. Yeah. And my choice is, do I keep going or not? Yeah. Your choice is
So I
to run away.
So where do I go to?
Anywhere that's safe and adjacent. Pushing you the way you want to go by the look of it.
I'm trying to get down there.
All follow. Oh, they're getting there.
It's free movement.
Oh, yeah. In that way. There you go. And that's the end of the round.
Interesting. So, could I have actually retreated into the Western Brownlands?
Yes.
And then on my go moved into Gold Guldur?
Potentially, yes. I'd carry on chasing you, I think. But yeah, absolutely. These guys can't get in there, can they?
No.
No. What a shame.
So actually, I might do that. I might retreat into the Western Brownlands. It just seems a bit silly that I can basically run away from you and run around the back.
Well, you've got to face a round of combat each time
and
before you run away.
Well, no, because I'm going to go first.
Yeah,
I'm going to move into there. You then attack me, and
Yeah.
I decide to siege.
Yeah, I've left it open. That was the...
So because you've left it open.
Yeah.
Right.
Making life hard for myself.
Don't forget the political trike. Every time relevant units are attacked, afresh. Thank you. So political trike. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter.
These people were already at war.
All of them were at war.
Are the dwarves at war?
Yeah.
So so you're fine. There's nothing.
Right.
Nothing
So
changing.
it doesn't change anything.
No.
But thank you for reminding us.
Okay. So victory check. I'm still on 2 points for now. retrieve the dice. I don't have to put one in there.
Cards.
Fellowship phase. Do you want to declare the fellowship? Do you want to
I don't think so.
change the leader? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Hunt
I mean, if
out.
I declare the fellowship, can the leaders then be with an army and attack an army?
Not whilst they're with the fellowship.
Right.
No.
Yeah. This is like a secret group of.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The ninjas of the
I
ring.
got 6 cards now, so I'm okay.
Okay, I'm just going to roll all of these.
I didn't move. Did
No.
I? So
Well, I'm going to roll 2 anyway.
two characters, a muster army, and a Wikiwawa wild. So yeah, if I've understood this correctly, I can use this army die to move these to Dol Guldur.
And there's nothing there. You take it. You get 2 points.
Is it just as simple as that?
It looks like it
Because
is.
you left it empty.
Yep, because I left it empty. And if I besiege you there, you can just fall back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the men are just sat here, like, doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. They certainly are. Happy with that?
Yeah. Well, I'm just if that's how that works.
Well, it looks like it. So we've got 2 points apiece. I'm going to use this army action. Am I? Yeah, let's use that army action. I'm going to push those guys back into Lorien. And there's a second army action.
Are the Southrons and Easterlings at war?
No.
No.
They are.
They
They
are
have
here.
not moved.
They are here.
Yeah, they really haven't moved from their starting position.
No.
These guys are cool. And it's like, they could attack the Orthanc because Orthanc's outside of Gondor.
Not all, thank
Osgiliath.
Osgiliath.
Sorry,
Yeah, ruins of
Osgiliath's outside of... It would help. It would actually help you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Not yet. Oh, draw cards. You should draw cards.
I did. Yeah.
I don't.
So me going there was not an attack. That was movement.
Looks like it, doesn't it? So you definitely have another move. Oh.
So armies and battles, moving Nazgul, moving minions. Splitting an army. So any region entered by a moving army must either be a free region or an enemy-controlled settlement that is free of enemy army units,
Yeah.
which it was.
Dropped the ball there, didn't I?
These are known as regions that are free for the purposes of army movement, close quotes. If a region has enemy units, it cannot be entered. It can only be attacked. So yeah, I think that's right.
That seems right.
Ignore the ignoring of your last comment. Okay, we're ignoring it, whatever that was. So yeah, assuming we've got the rules right, I just walk in and I've claimed Dol Guldur and I've got 2 points.
Yeah, you do.
What have you done as your first action?
I'm thinking. That was an army. I could have done the army. I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, where are they? Let's play a character. And let's pick up these two now.
So Joseph is saying you must be at war to start a fight anywhere. Okay, so you can't have a fight in neutral territory unless you're at war. That makes sense, to be honest. Can't go around attacking people.
Let's move the Nazgul up here.
It's another Nazgul.
Yeah, I got 4 Nazgul still. I haven't recruited anymore. Let's just chuck them all in there. And that was my character action.
So, moving, battle resolution, attacking with armies. An army is allowed to attack an enemy army during the action resolution phase by using an army or character action die result or playing an event card that allows an army to attack. Only armies belonging to a nation at war can start a battle.
There you go.
Right. So, so I think I'm going to do a character. So I can attack here with a character action.
Yes, if you've got a character in the party that's moving.
I have a character.
So you can do that.
Leader moves stroke attacks with armies.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to use a character action to attack from here to here.
Ooh. I'm not using the card.
I don't think I'll use a card either.
No.
So do I need to declare who's attacking?
Well, you need to, declare who's, because if they're all going, that's fine. If you're leaving anyone behind, they can't partake. Essentially.
Player can use an army, to attack an enemy army in an adjacent region. An army action die can only activate a single army for the okay. Use a character action, it must contain a leader, So units do not actually move into the region, but instead stay in their present region. Only if the battle is won, the attacker may move the attacking units into the end battle region. It is not mandatory for all the figures to attack. When you are about to attack, you can split the army into two, dividing the figures contained in the region into an attacking army and a second army. I think I'm going to move all of them in. Because I think I'm quite...
You got 3 dice and 2 leaders.
So if it's just these that I'm worried about, because they could sneak in.
Yeah, they could do.
Well, yeah. What have I got? I've got Gandalf.
Yep.
3 elites.
So to protect it, you'd have to leave an elite behind because the leader just ain't gonna cut it by himself.
Yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'll leave 1 elite behind, and everything else is attacking.
Okay.
So
you've got 2 dice and 2 rerolls. I've got 1 dice and no reroll.
Yeah, 2 dice and 2 rerolls. Yes, I need to get Eowyn out to dispatch the Nazgul. Yes, absolutely. Just pop out there and sort them out. Okay, 2 dice, 2 rerolls. That's not a lot, is it? Maybe I will play a card. Has Gandalf got something? At the start of the battle, you can forfeit his leadership to negate all Nazgul leadership. Okay, that's no good.
Of course, he's got leadership of. He's got leadership of. What's his leadership? 3.
Yeah.
Oh no, 1.
1.
Yeah, level 3 leadership 1.
Okay, I'm going to play Valor. Play if a free people's elite unit is in the battle. It is. Add 1 to all dice on your combat roll.
Oh, right, so you need 4s.
So I need 4s.
2 dice, 2 rerolls, need 4s. 1 dice, I fail.
1 hit.
1 hit. So I'll downgrade him, and then I think I'll run him away.
Okay, so then...
Nice. That was a character roll, wasn't it? Right. Let's use a Palantir to cast some dreadful spells. Play for Shadow Army containing a Nazgul is adjacent to or in the same region as a Free People's Army. Observe.
Maybe.
Roll a number of dice equal to the number of Nazgul, up to a maximum of 5. Score 1 hit for every 5+.
Ouch.
4 Nazgul. 2 wounds.
Ouch.
2 wounds on the scumbags in Dol Guldur.
So one of the elite dwarves has succumbed.
And because I used a Palantir, I'll draw another character card. Back to you.
I'm going to use the mustard die to move the men to there.
Oh yeah. It's come to that, is it?
Your go.
Yeah. On the muster dice there.
I do not.
Time is no, me. I've got a muster dice. Let's use a muster dice. If Sauron and at least one free people's nation are at war, I can use a muster action dice to place the Witch King in any region that includes at least one Sauron unit. Where's my Witch King? That's the mouth. Here's my Witch King. Let's chuck him in there. He's also a Nazgul, but he can die. Here we go. Activate all free people nations. I will just point you out that because of Wormtongue, you still can't activate the Riders of Rohan. Yeah.
Okay.
And if the Witch King's in battle,
I can decide after the battle which unit move into the conquered territory.
That's not what the rules were suggesting.
That's not what the rules are sort of saying. Before the battle, you have to decide which is the attacking army and which one is staying behind.
Yeah. And then if the Witch King is in a battle, I can use a combat card during the first round and immediately get it back. He's also nails. Got leadership of 2. Oh, and another dice. That's what I really wanted to do.
Oh, wow.
So another dice in the dead pile for now. Yeah, the Mouth of Sauron's probably going to be quite difficult to get up. All 3 nations are at war. So actually, yeah, so that was that action.
Okay. So I'm going to use this character action to do an attack from here into here.
Hello. Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yep. I am.
So 2 dice, 2 rerolls.
2 dice, 2 rerolls.
I got
2 dice is really not very much.
2 dice, no rerolls. Yeah, but you've got elites, so you may well push further than push me out.
Yeah, okay. Need 5 and 6s.
Are you going to play a card?
I'm just thinking about it. Yes, I'm going to play a card.
Okay, I'm not. So
Mighty attack. Play if a companion is in the battle.
yeah.
Forfeit the leadership of one companion to automatically change one missed die roll to a hit.
Okay. So no Gandalf reroll.
So I roll 2 dice.
Does Gandalf the White give you an extra dice? Is he
I
that
don't think
tough?
so. No, not like the other ones.
In the battle, at the start of the battle, you can forfeit his leadership to negate Nagazli. Yeah, you're not doing that. No, he doesn't. Okay, I'm going to smart.
So I forfeit his leadership to turn that into a hit.
And I don't get any.
2 hits.
Yeah, they're gone. Stick him in there. Stick in the turn.
Yeah, Joseph is saying you can nominate a rear guard before battle if you want to save those units if you're not feeling lucky. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. You'll go.
Hello. Okay. Got 1 dice left, haven't you?
I have a Wiki Wild Wild West die left.
Okay, so let's use this muster dice. Or not muster. Let's use this army dice to move 2 armies. With that one into Troll Shores looks good actually. Let's put them right there. And then this one. Let's just move all these guys into Southern Ronovian. Back to you.
What have we got in there?
Oh, just 8. 8 orcs.
8?
Yeah, just 8 orcs.
7.
7. Oh, yeah.
7 orcs.
The varnish makes them a little bit tacky.
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Would it constitute as a horde, do you think?
7 orcs.
7.
Possibly not.
A horde.
So I will use that to move armies. We'll move this one to here. Really not going to work, is it? And I'll move these. Where do I want to move those to? We'll move these to here. Okay, done. No dice left.
I got 2.
Yeah, you got way more dice than me.
No, am I? Well. Nope. 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 Okay. Character. Okay, let's move some characters.
And Andrew is confirming. So yes, you can decide at the start of the battle which units you're moving in, but then even if you win the battle, you can then
leave
choose.
behind.
You can leave some behind. Okay.
Let's use a character dice to move all of these into there.
Where are they going there? They're all in there.
Yeah, just like
it's just a big mass.
I use my last Palantir to play a flock of Cribane. So play it on the table, and if I get to make a hunt roll, I can discard this card. Oh wait, before I make a hunt roll, I can discard this card to add 1 to all the dice. And I must discard this card if the fellowship is declared in an unconquered free city. So it might disappear. These are
okay, yeah.
Okay. And that's that.
There's birds flying around.
So still no victory, Matt. I feel that you're actually winning the military battle somewhat. So maybe I need to play this game a bit more.
Next round.
Draw 2 cards. Retrieve the dice. Roll them all. Oh wow. So I still rolled 3.
Oh, well, that's pretty terrible.
You didn't want to declare the ring, did you?
No, maybe not. Well, I've got some Palantirs, so we'll see. We'll see what we've got.
But say we've done the recover action, draw events. We've gone past the fellowship, gone past hunt allocation, straight to hunt roll, and then it's your turn.
I need to get these men active and doing something.
Yeah, it's a big game. And more ways than one.
So we are going to use this army dice to attack here.
Oh my god! Like you could win at the end of the round.
I could.
I'd be in big trouble.
They're all going in.
Yeah, aren't they?
Right, what do you want to do?
Oh, let me have a look.
You're going to run away into your little mountain.
There's no reason not to, is there? There's only 2 of them.
Not to.
There's definitely no reason not to, and you need 6s to hit me, so.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Battle.
Yeah.
Your go.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, let's use this 1 army dice to do army movements. So let's just shove them all in Dale.
So they take Dale.
So I get another point.
Does that move the men down?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Every time an army containing a nation is attacked. Oh wait. Every time a nation's settlement is captured. Yeah, it moves down 1.
So the men are getting a bit angry.
I got 3 points. Hello.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Loki.
Hello, Loki.
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 Hey, Loki. Hello,
Smell
Puss.
the pizza.
Hello, Mr. Pussycat. You're so beautiful.
Oh, I can hear he's purring from here.
Yes, he is. Very compact pussycat.
Oh, apparently Esoteric Order of Gamers have player aids. I am a patron of the Esoteric Order of Gamers, so he does very good work.
Happy days. So that was one army movement. I probably ought to do some more army movements. What am I going to do?
So loud. Well, Loki, what time is it? Yeah, it's this time where he comes in and... Hello, you! Come on. Hope you come. Here you go. Hello to everybody.
Hi, Loki.
No, you don't want to. We're not letting you... No, we're not letting you crawl across the board. Not today.
Not this day.
No,
you
definitely.
shall not pass. Which army do I move?
Oh, sniffing away. Sniffing. Oh, we're going to eat the orcses. Thinking about it.
Yeah. Let's move these three down there. He's had a reserve. Okay, so that's me. I've moved the second lot from South Dunland to North Dunland. We will reunite Dunland.
Okay.
Oh, that means this comes back. I can recruit there again if I really had anything to recruit, which I don't. Ho-ho.
So for me to attack here, what do I need to do?
A character dice or
It's another
an army dice?
to do an attack.
It is.
And then we fight one round, but I can downgrade to carry on fighting.
Yes, indeed.
But I've only got 2 dice, and I need a 6.
Yes.
It looks a lot because there's 4 figures.
Yeah.
And it's actually not. It's actually not a lot at all.
It's not a lot at all, no. And they're elves.
So I'm going to use this army dice to attack here.
But you can push more people in there if you get the chance.
How?
Well, you've got to move them around.
Oh yeah, it takes ages.
Yeah.
So we're attacking here.
Oh, are you?
Are you? What are you doing with that?
You're going to Muria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to retreat.
Okay.
So we've got 2 different groups here now. I could probably use these. Well, you shouldn't. We should be able to tell.
Your go.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to use this character dice. Bloody character dice. Darn it. To move him into Erebor.
Which is going to get you 2 points.
Get some more points. 5 points. Back to you. Oh, I moved a character, so I have actually got to shove a character in there with him.
Oh, you did that with character movement,
Yeah.
not army movement.
Stick a couple in there.
Okay. So
Good night, good luck, Joseph Bromley. We'll catch the ending later. Frodo, don't forget to dump the ring.
Oh, he's not bothering with that.
No, you. I think Gandalf's decided he's going to go for a military victory and really tie up the Dark Lord's forces.
So
it's one possible way to go.
Just looking at points that you can get, you've got another 2 here.
Oh yeah,
quite easily.
Yeah, and yeah.
And the men are just sitting around and they're like, yeah, whatever, take Dale, we don't care, we're not bothered.
Oh, that does push them closer, doesn't it? When I took Dale, or did you do that? You did, didn't you? I've just taken Erebor.
Yeah.
Just taken. Erebor has fallen.
Dwarves are already at war.
They are.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to use this army die to do an attack here.
Oh dear. So that's against my 1 elite, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, this could be bad news for me. Okay.
No. Forget that. I'm using a Palantir to play the Grey Company, eliminate 1 regular unit, to recruit 1 elite unit of the same nation in the army with Strider stroke Aragorn. So that elf goes and is replaced by...
Yeah, but you're recruiting, so you
bigger
can't
one.
take that elf. Unless the card says so, because he's dead.
Oh, well, that's a pointless card then, I think. That seems like a pretty useless card. I see what you mean.
You'd need a small dwarf there.
But that seems...
To upgrade it to a good big dwarf, wouldn't you?
Yeah, which there is.
There's only big dwarf.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not strong.
Yeah, it's not a strong card at all, is it? Yeah, we'll just do the attack. I just don't have any cards.
Oh dear. Yeah, well, so you haven't got any cards that are useful. I haven't got really many.
No.
So
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dice and a reroll.
Yep.
But I need 6s.
And I've got 1 dice.
Where's my dices?
Oh, I've got them
You
all.
got 1. 4 dice and a reroll.
Oh, well, I don't do anything.
1 hit.
Wow. So he goes down to that.
Yeah.
Now you've got a degrade one
Okay.
if you wish, and that can come from there.
I do degrade 1.
Yeah.
And then we have another round of
Another
combat
round.
where
So
I roll
you
4 dice.
Still need
With a
sixes. A 1. I don't do so well.
Got it.
Yeah, he's gone. Oh dear. So you have.
I have 4 victory
Oh
points.
dear. I think the game could be a short one.
I should have a little counter on there, but it's fine. I've taken Moria.
Yeah.
And I've taken Dol Guldur.
Dol Guldur. Yeah.
Okay.
I am buggered. Uh-oh.
How many dice have you got left?
4. No character dice. Oh, sorry.
You
No
have
army
character
dice.
but no
Only
army
characters.
dice.
Yeah, I think I'm in
Oh,
trouble.
so you can't move that?
I think I'm in trouble.
Yeah, you can't actually move
I
then.
think the game's going to be end. Poop.
The game's going to end, and I didn't get to use all of these nicely painted Gondor figures.
I've obviously dropped the ball with Dol Guldur and then with Moria. So, yeah. Wow.
I was kind of hoping you hadn't seen that one,
I had. I thought it would have been all right.
but I also thought I was going to be able to take this one easily. And actually, 2 dice needing a 6 with 2 rerolls is
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Nah.
Nah.
Ow. The game's going to go longer than that. Uh-oh.
Ah, we didn't get to use your nicely 3D printed Cracks of Doom.
Well, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Let's use a Palantir. Play if the Witch King's in play. This is a good thing. You may either.
Is the Witch King in play?
Yeah.
Is one of these? Is that the Witch King?
Yeah, and I've got the
Okay,
Witch
right.
King's card out as well. So it says you can either recruit 2 Nazgul in a region containing the Witch King, or move any and all of my Nazgul. Then you may move or attack with an army containing the Witch King. I can move all of my Nazgul. I can move. He is a Nazgul within. Where was this guy?
He was in there as well.
Yeah, sorry. He was there. All right, so I can basically move all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And even the Witch King's got infinite leadership, which basically means infinite movement. The Witch King. So, I mean, there's not many there. But what other choice do I have? Yeah, so let's go there. Let's completely swamp it. And then I can move or attack with an army containing the Witch King. Witch King's there. These 3 are going into Moria. Because I used a Palantir, I get to draw another one of them. In fact, I've got too many cards anyway, so I should probably.
Okay, so I will retreat
chuck
into
stuff
the.
out.
I'll retreat into Moria.
Yeah, of course you will. And then it's your go.
What have you got left?
I've got a Palantir, a Muster, and a character, so I can still instigate an attack, but I've only got 1 round to oust you. Otherwise, I'm done for.
Oh, that's quite cool. Now I've read it. I will just play this card to recruit a north unit and a north leader in Carrick. There you go, done.
Done what?
Grimborn, the old son of Bjorn, turned up here.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I am going to use this character to instigate another attack. We're going to besiege you.
Okay.
So this time, yeah, let's go for one of them.
So I play Daylight.
Daylight. Oh, it's initiative 3, same as this one, but I'll let you. The shadow player rolls a maximum of 3 dice during his dice roll. Okay, I can kind of accept that. Delivery of Orthanc, or Devilry of Orthanc. If an Isengard army, or if Isengard units are in this bout and the defending player is in a stronghold, add 1 to all my dice rolls.
Using nasty siege equipment.
Yeah, so I want to get 3 dice, but I need 5s.
3 dice needing 5s. I get, what am I getting? I can't see what I've got over there.
You've got 1,
4
2,
dice.
3, 4 dice with 1 reroll.
4 dice and a reroll.
I mean, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rerolls. Let's reroll all of them.
Oh, that's nothing.
Ugh, 1.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
So 1.
You've got 1,
Yeah.
so I'll downgrade. Can't downgrade.
Oh.
So what happens?
You could downgrade from there.
Oh, okay.
And the question is, are you going to recruit that one? If you're not, you might as well downgrade.
I'm not
from
going to
there.
recruit that
So
one.
you might as well do that just to keep the dice up.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything to downgrade. So that's the battle.
Well,
over.
I didn't hit. Oh, you mean you can't
I
attack
can't.
again?
I'm besieging you, aren't I? So I've got nothing to.
Right.
Oh wait, let's have a look.
Well, what have you
If
got
the Witch
left?
King is in battle and you use a combat card during the first round of battle, after doing so, you may immediately draw an event card from the same type. So let's have another one of them. Back to you with your last dice. I've only got a muster and a palantir left, so I'm buggered.
I have a Palantir, and I will play the Riders of Theoden. Recruit a Rohan unit and a Rohan leader in Edoras. Or a Rohan, yeah. So, which are the Rohans? Are these?
Riders of
These.
Rohan are the green. Yeah,
One of those, and the leader
Still green.
in Edoras. There you go. Okay.
Wow, I think I'm in trouble. This is game over.
Is me done.
Yeah.
We're holed up in Moria.
If play if all the Shadow Nations are at war, that's trouble, isn't it?
All the Shadow Nations are not at war.
not
Tommy's
at
asking when am I going to be playing a solo game both sides. Never. I struggle to play multi-handed cooperative games on my own, so no, I won't be doing that, I'm afraid.
Nope, nope, nope.
It'd be funny though if I filmed it with me swapping sides on the table each time I took a turn.
Play if the Fellowship is on step 1 or higher of the Fellowship.
I am.
Right, I'm gonna have to try to do things. I don't feel like I feel like giving up because I probably chuck the game. But let's go for that. Move any or all of the Nazgûl. Then at least if at least one of the Nazgûl is in the region with the Fellowship, I can't get there because you're still defending Rivendell. That's no good. All right. Oh, I'm buggered. Nope, I am in trouble.
I mean, if there isn't anything you can do, we can.
So, I mean,
we
I
can
could-
call it there. There's no need to play the other 2 actions.
No, I mean, I could play that one to recruit 3 Sauron regular units in Dol Guldur and 3 in Mount Gundabad. And you've got Dol Guldur, so I could chuck them here in Mount Gundabad.
Can you recruit there? I didn't think you could recruit.
These cards let you circumvent that sort of thing.
Okay.
It's not really helpful. And then my muster. Can't muster there because you You're in the stronghold.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. First, let's have another one of these here. And then we check for victory conditions.
And I win.
And you win.
So I got 4 points.
Yeah.
Because I took
And I've got
Dolgolder
5.
and Moria. I mean, you could have easily taken this if you had a spare movement point.
Yeah, but that would have got me up to 7. I'm still 3 points away from winning.
Yeah.
So I definitely dropped the ball that one. So that's interesting. I wondered how easy it would be for you to win a military victory.
Yeah.
And first game,
I assumed it wouldn't be. I assumed it would be almost impossible.
Well, I obviously dropped the ball a couple of times.
You left it completely empty.
Yes.
That was that. Here, there wasn't much you could have done other than. I mean, I didn't take that in the end.
No.
So actually, you were fine there.
Yeah.
Moria again, you left it a bit empty.
Oh yeah.
Now I left mine empty because you needed 10 points to win.
Yeah, that's right. They're further away.
So I could afford to lose 2 or 3 of them.
I made the mistake, one of leaving Dolgilder, obviously of not going back in and retaking it, and then leaving Moria exposed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't put it down to luck.
No. No. So obviously, thank you very much for everybody for watching this. If you are still watching this and you are watching this live, I know a few people in the chat have played this game before. I know Joseph's had to disappear, but I am curious to know. I mean, I think we got the rules right with the help from people in the chat, but was what you saw here today, was that a mistake that Ben made that would never happen if you know the game?
I think possibly.
Is what happened a possibility? And if you're not watching this live, if you're watching this afterwards, please leave me a comment in the notes.
I mean,
let me know.
It is like the 4th victory condition essentially, so it's achievable. Obviously,
it is achievable.
Definitely,
but it's not one that I don't feel should be achievable.
Having played the game a few more times, I think I definitely leave stronger garrisons, and I definitely like we're playing unbalanced forces. But the game moderates that, doesn't it?
Yeah. And what's interesting is that I started doing this, and then eventually I just went, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do this as a bluff.
Yeah, very good.
I'm going to do this now and again as a little bit of a bluff, but actually I'm going to try to win the military victory.
And thematically, like Rachel's saying on the chat, with the Orcs of the North defeated, Sauron doesn't have enough forces to invade Gondor, and the ring remains forever at Rivendell.
It does.
Or at the very least, you've caused enough disruption to get them there without me...
Yeah, because in the grand scheme of things...
Heavenly Touch is saying, most of the games I've played in with which 3 people won, they did it that way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Or they won by a military victory. Yeah. Okay, that is interesting. But in the grand scheme of things, I took Dol Guldur and I took Mount Gundabad, which are not big things in terms of the Lord of the Rings films. You never go here.
But they feature heavily in the backstory. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, very much.
It was. I mean, the fact that my units die and yours just keep coming back, I thought was going to be a bigger thing, and it wasn't. I still have lots of units here off camera that I can...
Oh yeah, I mean I
don't have any more elves.
Nope,
but that's okay.
Almost all of the elves start out anyway.
Yeah.
Which again is thematic. The levels
active.
Of stuff. Yeah.
They weren't at war at the start.
What's this now?
The elves.
The elves were the only ones that were active, and they were as far away from war as possible. You marched them all there.
I spent ages, didn't
I? You did the dog work. I'd play this different. I mean, obviously, that's what screwed me on the last turn. I didn't put any dice in the hunt pool.
And you rolled 3?
Yeah. Out of 8 dice, that's above average. I was thinking I was going to roll 2, but hey, that's dice, isn't it? I would have probably, if I'd have seen your bluff earlier, I would have put less attention on to that as well.
But if you had done, I'd have put more on here.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was going to win. Because for me to get here...
Didn't move the ring bearers.
Would have been... as you say, it's 14 spaces away, isn't it?
It's a minimum of 14. You've gone the long way.
Have I?
Yeah. So you can count it backwards and it's easier. The first thing is, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't count that one.
Okay.
Because you move from the outskirts of the Darkland to the first space without any penalty as a fellowship move and on the fellowship phase.
Right.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, yeah.
13, 14, 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
15. What are our thoughts? Would I play it again? I'd definitely play it again. My thoughts on the game, after one play is that one play is definitely not enough. We were both learning the rules. I mean, you knew the rules. I didn't know the rules.
It's learning the strategy and the meta.
I'm thinking more of the cards.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realise how much of what we did, certainly at the start of the game, was on the cards. Later on, I stopped using the cards, and it was because I was able to then do stuff.
Yeah, and the state of play on the table was such that you had enough troops. All of your early card plays were musters, though, weren't they? They were bringing troops out, and that is, in many ways, that's what forestalled this movement.
Yeah.
I've made a mistake here as well.
Okay.
Because from here, I suppose I could. These guys aren't at war, but I was thinking I had to go around. But no, they could cross there, couldn't they? So, yeah.
There's clearly different ways to play it because, as I said, there's units that we didn't even take.
This worked out well early for me. I managed to
worked out really well.
I locked down Rohan.
Yeah.
And I was saving it for
I thought you were going to do more with it.
I thought I was saving it for points that I could take. Because the only thing I could do then is actually take points and then they'd be at war. You could start mustering. It's probably a bit too late.
Yeah. So would I play it again? Definitely.
The Saruman, getting Saruman out early seemed like a strong, easy strategy to pull off. Mm-hmm. And of course, I've cleared all of his reserves. But then I haven't done
all of the Isengard units are on the board.
Oh, yeah. Every single one.
Yeah.
Which I should have done more with them, really, I think. I was not expecting the elves to march out of the Grey Havens and come trolling me. You trolled me.
So a question for people in the chat, Heavenly Touch and everybody else. How long does a game take? Because today, what time is it now?
It's 4:30 just gone.
We started at 1.
Yeah.
So it's 3.5 hours with learning.
It's a learning game, yeah.
But I think it ended earlier than it should have done.
Definitely. We were playing quicker as we got through it as well.
I'm thinking it's probably like a 4-hour game or something like that. Yeah. Maybe a 4-hour game. But we're gonna wrap things up now. Obviously, thank you very much, Ben, for coming over, painting all of them lovely miniatures, and playing. And just what I mentioned at the start. This is obviously not a sponsored video. This video and all of the other content that I created this week is only possible through the support of the Patreon campaign. The Patreon campaign is what allows me to carry on making content like this. So if you do enjoy the content that I create, check out the channel and consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/gaming rules. And a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters that today Patreon funds were used to buy pizzas for Ben. So there you go.
Thank you very much.
Ben's bought cake as well. Right. We're going to wrap things up now. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back next week with some more content. We'll see you soon. Cheers, everyone. Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.